Tom Brady done? Is he finished?
And Green Bay is not Green Bay right now.
You always wrong. Ooh.
Let's go back to Philly. A big trade just happened. Jimmy Butler.
And he's facing his former team, so you know it's gonna be some animosity.
And in the number one spot for long. Oh. Seeing that field in Mexico City, it shows how stupid the NFL is. Down the east, how's it looking? The favorite team. With this trade happening, does this mean the Sixers are the front runner, are the favorites?
So you can stand up here and defend the player that just went 1 for 11, and then all of a sudden got sick.
One day it's on my nerves, but you know, I'm here. We talking about sports, man, so I ain't even thinking about work right now. I'm thinking about sports.
That's why your laptop dead.
That's why your laptop dead. What's going on,
That's
party
why
people?
your laptop dead.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm not even gonna try it.
Y'all keep that for the singing sensation over here. This is the Platform Sports Talk Show, right? Your Wednesday night sports delight. I am your boy, Smooth.
And Sadal.
And back with the waves like they never left. Stand, baby.
Because when it's about sports.
It becomes our business.
In business, just like the tides on my head. Just picked up. Baby.
Uh-oh, what's happening? Seasick.
Another punch.
There it is. What's going on with y'all? How y'all been doing?
Look, let me tell you something. Y'all lucky that I love y'all and that I want to hear. Because, God damn it, this going over my head. I can't take it.
Do it down.
But I want to hear the sound effects. Oh, shit. Shoot.
There you go. Say that for the first Wednesday of the month.
Right.
Make that adjustment. There you go.
They're brand new, so there ain't nothing wrong with them.
All right.
He said better not be.
Better not be. I'll take them right back.
It's gonna be some problems.
I got a warranty.
There it is. Once again, we are your Wednesday night sports alike. We are back. It is all of a sudden a wet and rainy Wednesday.
Who knew? Here in St. Louis.
Earlier, the humidity was like 105 degrees. It was like you can fry eggs on the street. Now, go outside, cats and dogs, man. So it's crazy, but that's that St. Louis weather.
Fried eggs on the street. That's funny.
Dangerous.
Now wrench them off.
Man. Here you go. We starting already.
Now, retch around. Now.
Retch around.
So, shout out to everyone who has been showing love to our pages, from Instagram to right here on YouTube and on Facebook. We appreciate y'all. Let's keep it going. Be the reason why we big time. Don't wait till afterwards and then want to hop on. I mean, you can hop on still, but
Bandwagon pulling off, man.
be the reason why, y'all. Because of you, we there. How y'all been doing?
Been pretty good, man. Can't complain, yo.
Yeah,
Another week.
there you go. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself.
You doing that face out, man?
No, I did mine.
Oh, okay.
I should have waited till I got the haircut.
I'm all right on the face out, man. You already did mine already. I was going.
If you haven't seen it, go to our page on Facebook, the Platform Sports Talk Show, and check out Sadal finally with the beard.
Or not. You don't have to go there and look at this food.
Oh, but you do.
Yes, you do.
But keep us on in the background so y'all can hear us. And then in about 5 minutes, we're going to be like, hey, come back.
It is for entertainment purposes. Don't take it personally. Y'all just have fun. You know, that was my other thing. Outside of sports, everyone be talking about, I'm tired of seeing all this, these videos of people fighting each other, on having these fights and showing violence on Facebook.
Don't post it.
But then you get mad when you see face out. What the hell do you want then? Y'all confused.
They don't know what they
Y'all
want, man.
confused, man.
Y'all
What's up?
confusing yourself.
Always complaining about stuff.
If you go to my page, all I do is post positive, uplifting, motivational stuff, man.
You go to my page.
You're going to see
You either
everything.
gonna laugh,
Ratchetry at its finest.
nuh-uh, you either gonna laugh or get offended. There's no gray area.
Man, it's for
Or
entertainment.
take it serious.
Entertainment purposes, y'all. Positive stuff. I'd rather see face app stuff than seeing two girls fighting in the club. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous.
Or people fighting at Disney World.
Yeah. So
Come on, man.
Allegedly.
spread the positivity.
Nah,
y'all.
they were fighting it.
Allegedly.
It was
They
okay.
saying that wasn't. No.
It wasn't.
When they said that, I was like, did you know that was a whole family?
Yeah.
I actually watched the video 3 times, and I can tell you exactly why everything happened. The first time I watched it just to see what it was about, then I was like, dang. Second time I watched it for entertainment. But the third time, it was time to get down to business. Time to break down why this happened. If anything, I'm a Facebook forensic investigator. That's what I do.
There it is.
Man, this is the platform sports talk show, right?
Oh yeah, I'll talk about sports on there too. Which is why I made my hot take the minute I heard the news.
What news? There's been a lot of news.
Well, if we're getting to the news, then that must mean the roundtable
Yes.
is starting now.
Let's go ahead and get it.
Russell Westbrook got traded to the Houston Rockets.
I think that's the next segment.
Yeah, that's a
man.
topic.
That's a topic.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just real excited for that because
I am
I'll
looking
save it for
forward
the
because
topic.
he said something very interesting.
Speaking of basketball, I got a couple questions. Just one question to ask
Go
you
ahead,
too.
go ahead.
Okay, and I'm gonna answer it too. This is no trick question. Okay, for right now, as we sit here in July before the NBA season, for the Los Angeles Lakers squad, who's the leader?
I think that's part of a segment too.
No, it ain't.
Well, kind of, but I just want your answer. Just simply your answer. Who is it?
The leader.
Yes.
Clearly, it's Frank Vogel.
Come on, man.
No, he'll be the first one led out the door if they don't.
Yo, honestly, with this setup, if you can't, you out the door, bro.
for life.
You
like,
gone.
Ain't no coming back
You
after
about the
that.
worst coach.
Well, to answer the question, I think it's LeBron James.
Ain't no think. It is.
Coach
It is
James.
LeBron James.
Exactly.
Okay, sit on that one.
Got you.
All right. College football starts in 38 days.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
I can't wait, man.
38? 38.
Something like that.
38 to
It's
37.
very soon. I can't wait for that to come
Man,
back.
it's
a
gonna
lot
be-
of things are gonna be happening. I feel this year. I'm gonna say that for later on too.
Yeah.
But
I feel like this is going to be the year for my Ducks, man.
you think so? I haven't heard anything about them.
It's going to be the year for my Ducks.
You know what? They've been saying a whole lot about
Oregon.
no.
Uh-huh.
Who they say? Utah? They were saying
Which
some-
Utah squad? Utah State or Utah?
Utah. I think.
Or UTEP. No, that's University of Texas El Paso.
I'm about to find
There you
out because someone was
I was like,
saying
are UTEP?
somebody was saying watch out for them being the surprise team from the Pac-12.
The Utes? That's the Utes. The Utah Utes.
I'm about
I
to
don't
find
know.
out
I
who-
don't know
From
much
the
about 'em.
University of Utah.
Let me see.
The Utah Utes. Yep.
I ain't looking out for them because they lazy asses couldn't come up with another name for the team. All right, what's our mascot? The
Utes. There it is. Utes.
Utes. There it is. Because when you live in Utah, you're a Ute. Utes for life.
See if I can find it.
I don't know why I gave Utah a southern
Utah
accent.
Utes.
Yeah, Utah Utes. Someone said watch out for them being a sleeper pick for the Pac-12 title.
Man, bump that. Watch out for my Oregon Ducks, bro. We still got Justin Herbert. That boy was good.
On a personal note, our condolences to legendary boxer Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker. He was one of my favorites when I was younger, man.
Yeah.
Everyone was on, this guy here, that guy there, but I always liked his how he fought.
Yeah.
He recently was unfortunately killed in a automobile accident. I think someone hit him and lost his life. But great dude, man. Rest in peace, and shouts out to his family. Much love, and hope that just keep on pushing and keep his name alive, man. Legacy alive.
Also, Ernie Broglio.
Yeah. Famous for what?
He was part of, what did it say? He was the other half of the Cardinals' famous trade to get Lou Brock.
Yes.
He passed away today
wow.
at 83.
Hey, speaking of the Cardinals, man, prayers up to Bob Gibson, man.
Yes.
He is found out he has pancreatic cancer. So prayers up to him, man.
You know, it hits you like you just think some people are just gonna be immortal.
Yeah.
You know, like ain't nothing bother him. You know, look what he did when he was younger.
He ain't do nothing to nobody.
Yeah, but he just dominated.
Why?
You know, his
He
whole
intimidated a lot of
persona-
batters, I tell you that.
His whole persona was just straight
yeah.
domination. It was.
He ain't do nothing to nobody. He pissed off a lot of batters. Well, they should have been able
Exactly.
to read the pitch.
Instill fear.
It was a different time back then, man.
Yes.
It was no time to be scared. You
Like
had to-
he was the reason why they changed the pitcher's mound
yeah,
to be higher.
because he was just had an
No,
unfair
I'm sorry,
advantage.
to be lower. Excuse me.
Yeah, to be lower. Because he
Yeah.
was sitting up, and he was just, he was
Throwing them
tall
daggers.
anyway.
Throwing them
You know,
daggers.
he played for the Harlem Globetrotters for a short time. And so, he was tall. He had height. And so he would look down at the batters, and he had that stare and shoot. And it was an era where you pitch inside and nothing, fight about it. You
Right.
pitch inside, you better bag back.
And he can hit.
Yes.
One of the few pitchers.
Yeah, he was very
that can also
talented.
hit.
He only it's amazing. He had like over 250 career games, victories, but he only had one no hitter. Ain't that something?
Yeah. But you know what?
200 complete games.
Now, yeah, complete games. Yes, I'm glad you said that because nowadays you can't even get a pitcher past the seventh inning, the sixth inning.
Especially our team.
Your team, you can't get past the fifth inning.
Give Michael some credit. Give Michael some credit.
Hey,
He pitched the perfect game.
he did. No, not a perfect game.
Well, that's what they said.
I was gonna say what? When?
No, a perfect game is a no hitter and nobody got on base. You mean a complete game shutout? That's what he had today.
Yeah.
So shouts out to him. It was needed, but yeah, like you said, man.
Also, condolences to Annie Greer and her pirate fanhood.
Oh Lord.
They lost.
You get ready to be serious, man.
Right. I'm like, what happened?
And we won the series.
Hey, it was getting to a point where I was gonna
We
be
got a
like,
couple of
damn.
congratulations here. You know?
Interesting.
Man,
got a
look,
couple of
because when
congratulations
she was
later.
talking that, I was like, y'all not finna win this series. Like, hold on now.
And speaking of Rich, also congratulations to her because what happened?
Three time, tres. Whatever time is in Spanish. 3-time WFA Division II champion for the St. Louis Slam.
3 out of the last.
They
4
shut
years.
him out.
Shut
They
them
shut him out.
Went all the way down out there to Mile High.
and played like they were high. Stay off the weed.
Yeah,
They got the job done. Whatever they did, they got the job
Now I was talking
done.
about the other team. They was playing like they was high.
Exactly.
They couldn't get nothing right. They couldn't throw a Cheerio through the field goal post.
I'm trying to think which team was better. The team they just lost to, in regards to the Slam, or the 2015 Rams.
Wow.
I can't decide, but oh well. So right. So we talked about last week the pitcher from the Angels, Tyler Skaggs. He passed away unexpectedly. So let me tell you how crazy baseball is, right?
Oh Lord.
So the first game back in Los Angeles, they everybody had on the Skaggs jersey and had on number 45. It was
that's
a
nice.
really cool thing.
But wait, there's more.
Right, his mother threw out the first pitch. She was a former softball pitcher.
Okay.
Do a strike right down the middle.
Boom. Okay.
Wait, there's more. The Angels combined for a no-hitter over the Mariners. Now, the Angels scored 7 runs in the first inning. Ended up winning the game, scoring 13 runs. 7/13 is July 13th. That's Tyler Skaggs' birthday.
Wow.
They went ahead.
Wow. That's crazy.
This is the second time the Angels have combined for a no-hitter. The very first time they did it was back in 1991, the same day Skaggs was born,
Wow.
July 13th.
Wow.
It's Crazy, right?
Wow, that's crazy.
Then last thing is Mike Trout hit a bomb.
The very day the man was born,
Yeah.
they did this.
So now this past game where they had a no-hitter, Scaz number once again number 45. Mike Trout hit a 450-foot home run.
454. You gonna give him that length? Damn it.
He said 454.
400. No, it was 454.
Okay, they from what I got,
Man,
they said 450. So
To that man, I
They
say,
crazy, man.
I never knew.
yeah, so it's just crazy how things work out.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So once again,
That's
our
beautiful, man.
condolences to
That's baseball,
the
man.
Skaggs.
That's baseball. A lot of surprises. A lot of things happen in baseball. You think you've seen it all,
Right.
and then things like this happen.
Yeah.
I also just want to say, I guess we're talking about baseball now. The Cardinals. Oh, damn, Milwaukee won.
No, we still a third place team
No, we were second place after our
for
win.
one game.
No, we were second place like today.
Oh,
Then Milwaukee must have won this.
they took it back. Like, nah,
No,
play.
no.
Yeah, Milwaukee won that game today.
Yeah.
We're a half game behind Milwaukee.
We'll talk. We got bird talk coming up,
Yeah.
man.
So these running backs, man, they want that money, and I'm in regards to Zeke Elliott and Melvin Gordon. They saw what Ty Gurley got last year and what David Johnson got from Arizona, and they're like, man, we gonna hold out if y'all don't go ahead and
Oh
pay us
no,
more money.
It's starting.
Yeah, they're starting it.
And shoot, what's his name for the Jets? What he did all season or the last 2 seasons with the Steelers.
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon.
Yeah. So are they in the right? Especially in their position of being a running back and how the running back careers are shortened in other positions. Are they right to go ahead and say, pay me up big time money?
Yeah, why not, man? I mean, it's a business at the end of the day.
Okay.
These guys and the 2 guys that you talk about, they mean a lot to their teams, their respective teams, and seeing what their peers got, and they want to go out there and get the same, and they want to protect their livelihood out there. I say, yeah, why not?
Cool. Who were those running backs? Zeke Elliott and who else?
And David,
No, Melvin Gordon from the San Diego,
Yeah,
from the
Melvin
Los
Gordon.
Angeles Chargers. Excuse me.
Melvin Gordon. Okay. Cool. I could see it for Zeke. I could see that. You know, he's an integral part of their offense. Not to say that Dak isn't, you know, a profound part of that offense as well with the wide receivers and all that. Zeke is an integral part of that offense. Melvin Gordon?
yeah,
Melvin Gordon.
he didn't play bad at all. No,
Melvin Gordon. Didn't he fresh come off an injury from last year this year? Didn't he like tear something?
no.
I
don't think so.
We can find out.
He was injured for something within the past 2
They
years.
have a lot of running backs are injured during the season.
Yeah, but it was something
But
serious.
I think he played a full season.
But I'm not saying that to be like that's why he shouldn't get money. Melvin Gordon is an option in the Chargers defense. I mean offense. Excuse me.
He played 16 games last year for the first time. Let's see.
Okay, so he got injured 2 years ago then.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew it was somewhere within. There it is, right there, number 3. Right? Is that his body diagram to your right? Oh,
Yeah.
nope. Scroll down more. There's injury history. Scroll
Yeah.
down. Right here, injury history. Scroll down some. Knee tear. There we go. Wow, that was 4 years ago. Yeah. The hamstring. That's what
Yeah,
it
so
was.
he had an injury 2018. He was out for 3 games. Let's see here. So he had an injury in October the 14th, and again in November 25th. So he missed a total of what was that like? How many? Just 4 games last year.
Okay.
Yeah. So he missed. 4
But you know
games.
what? You probably have a point now because looking at his
He-
injury
he's-
history.
Like if you look up at the diagram, he's just
But
injured.
my thing is, hey,
That's a running back's life.
but I mean, that's even more reason why you should go for the money now because you never know.
Okay,
But
so what I was saying that to say, the difference between the Cowboys and the Chargers is that with the Cowboys, you know, you can rely on both parts. Like Zeke is a contributing part to that offense. What I heard when it came to the Chargers, the name I heard the most was Phillip Rivers. For all those passes in a row, for all the games he had. He was even wasn't he a candidate for MVP?
He's no doubt the lead. Yeah, he's the leader of the team. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like he was a more integral part of their system. Yeah, it's nice to have a running back, but it was more like of a, oh, well, if something happens to Phillip, then we be in trouble. If something happened to Melvin Gordon, they were okay.
That's you're looking at it from a franchise perspective. I'm looking at it from a running back's perspective. That particular running back. As a running back, I would want to go for that money. Now, will the team honor that? That's another story. That's another question.
And I feel like...
And should the team honor that? That's another question.
Right.
But as a running back, the question is, as a running back, should you be able to go for it? Yeah.
Oh, as a running back, yeah.
Right.
But from a team standpoint?
Right. And I feel like now the running back position is getting devalued the more and more years as they go. Like look at
Ty, passing lead.
Look
That's
at
why.
Ty Gurley. Look what happened this past season. He started off great, but now they're questioning him having the arthritis and stuff like that after he just signed a huge deal, like one of the biggest deals for a running back. It's like the lifespan of a running back nowadays. More teams, they would rather
nowadays it's always been short.
That and
always been
and
short.
They would rather see about getting a C.J. Anderson on their team,
I think,
than getting a Le'Veon Bell.
I think the running back position was more cut short back then when they was running more. Now it's a passing league, and to have a running back that as good as these guys are, it's very rare. You don't see a lot of great running backs anymore. Running backs are a dime a dozen. So to find someone like a Ty Gurley when he's healthy, you gotta scoop it up and sign him.
But why do you think that the running backs aren't the same as it used to be?
Because it's a passing league, and if you look at the college game is more wide open.
But I'm saying, why do you think now that the NFL is more of a passing league?
Because of the college game. The folks that's coming out of the college game, they come out of a system that is more spread out. You got the spread option. Quarterbacks are more of a running threat as well. And so the whole dynamic of football, it's not the I formation, three yards in a cloud of dust kind of period. It's a more open style of offense, and that's across the board in college. And so naturally, when you bring them in the NFL, you're gonna have that style of play infiltrate the NFL. Look at the Cardinals this year. They got Kyler Murray, and they got the coach Kingsbury, I believe, which he runs that style. He ran that style of offense at Texas Tech, bringing it to the NFL, and you see a lot of this happening. And so they don't have a big emphasis on the running back, and not even just college, high school too. And so these quarterbacks and these offensive players are used to playing in this style of play, and so naturally that style of play is going to come up to the NFL, and so now the running back position is not as coveted anymore.
And I think also that these guys on defense, linebackers, safeties, even interior linemen, these are different genetic guys.
They're quick. They're big. They're just as big.
Exactly.
But they're quicker and faster.
Exactly.
Look at Aaron Donald.
Exactly.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's like
he shouldn't move like
that's
that.
also, I think, a reason why
he is
teams...
a biracial
This
angel.
man,
Right.
This man, Aaron Donald,
He is a biracial angel.
he's a defensive tackle, but if you look at him, he
Yeah.
don't look like no regular. When we grew up, defensive tackle had this big pot belly. They were 300-some pounds. They couldn't move.
He ain't got no damn body
I think
fat.
of what's his name
None.
from Green Bay. Remember
Oh yeah, real big dude.
Yeah.
light skinned cat.
yeah.
Tip
I
the
think of
tongue.
him. No more.
Gilbert something.
Gilbert Brown.
Yeah, there we go.
Gilbert Brown. There ain't no more Gilbert Brown.
No, it ain't.
There's Aaron Donalds now.
Yeah, And that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel overall why the running back position is getting devalued because of the offenses, but then these players are different now.
Well, yeah. See, the defense has to adjust to the offensive game.
Man.
Offensive game is more spread out, so naturally they got to be more quicker and faster. They gotta go lateral all the time and make plays. And so you're gonna see these guys that are able, like LeBron James, but on the football field. LeBron James has the size. Traditionally, you shouldn't be able to move and be athletic as he is, but yet he is. And so now in football, you're kind of seeing the same thing with these defensive players.
Like for instance, I'm looking up right now the stats from
Why?
Man, come on.
Why?
Man, why are you doing that?
Why?
He just pulled up.
Why?
He just pulled up the last Super Bowl.
All right, well, you know what? Actually, it doesn't matter because
Yes, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. You're right.
The running game actually dominated in the Super Bowl by New England because Sonny Michel had like 94 yards.
Yeah, Belichick is an old school type of dude.
Yeah,
That's
so-
why.
Don't nobody care.
Yeah.
Close it.
So never mind.
Close it.
Yeah, it's gone.
Ugh.
There you go.
Defense is always going.
Hey, I hear y'all talk. All I gotta say is y'all about like 4-5 years too late. Steven Jackson.
Tuh.
Y'all remember that guy?
Who?
Started a whole thing called #Save the Running Back Position. This was like 4-5 years ago.
He was ahead of his time.
Steven been about it. Boy, nobody paid him no
It was a shame that he had to play
He
for
was a product of a
such
bad
a bad
environment,
team.
man.
I think he would have been considered in the Hall of Fame if he didn't play for the Rams.
If they would at least win to
hate to say.
a few playoff games or something, but nope, they were always
Because people don't
7
people
and
don't
8.
realize how good he was. It's a shame.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. In regards to the big three, they recently deactivated
Yeah, they did.
Baron Davis, Jermaine O'Neal, Lamar Odom, and Bonzi Wells. And everybody like, why? What's going on? What happened? Well, Ice Cube felt like they weren't being competitive enough. They would just go to the game and just do whatever, but won't take it seriously.
Oh.
And it takes away from the pride of being a part of the big three. You know, they out there trying to sell the product to the fans. Fans are paying high dollar, and I mean they are showing up in droves.
Name those players again.
Jermaine O'Neal, Lamar Odom, Baron Davis, Bonzi Wells.
3 out of 4.
Yeah, see, a lot of those guys don't strike me as super competitive. Even in the NBA, they just
Hey, whoa.
even in the
You
NBA.
remember when Baron Davis killed a man in the dunk? Y'all
Okay,
remember that?
okay, Baron Davis probably.
Baron
him.
Davis was
But everybody else, nah.
Yeah, so big.
So who'd you say? You said
Jermaine O'Neal, no, Jermaine O'Neal.
Yes, he was.
You used to with the Braves. Used to play for the Heat.
Yeah.
97?
Yeah.
That dude, he was part of the brawl at the Palace.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he was there. He was in there. I see Steven Jackson step up though. I see him.
Yeah.
Step up.
Steven
more than that.
Jackson doing all right. He good. His
Right.
name ain't on there.
Yeah, he's straight. But
Still talking mess playing. Boy, I'll crush you up.
Ice Cube basically just wasn't
I
happy.
respect Steven Jackson, man.
Yeah, he
More and
don't
more,
hold back.
More and more, like after his playing career, I respect him even more.
He don't hold back.
And that's part of my
Got you.
next segment too.
Got you.
I'm gonna destroy this guy.
Man,
this
I
video of the week.
can't wait.
Man.
So my last thing in regards to the round table, and once again, this is the Platform Sports Talk Show. Your boy, Smooth.
And Sadal.
And stand, baby.
There we go. So, off the top of your head, in regards to this past Major League Baseball offseason, name the 3 guys that were big time, either free agents or a trade happened. They're like the most sought out players in the offseason.
Ryan Harper. No, Bryce Harper. I'm thinking of the other Harper round.
Machado.
Yes, Manny Machado.
And then someone that we got.
Oh, Goldsmith.
All 3 of those guys, I didn't realize until last week after the game, but all 3 of those guys didn't make the All-Star team. Ain't that crazy? The past up team every year, Goldsmith has been in the league,
See.
or should I say, the last 6 years, he's been an All-Star on All-Star
I
team.
was surprised, but
But
recall.
Bryce
I know this is a little early
Yeah.
for congrats,
Uh.
but recall what I said about Goldschmidt when we got him. What did I say?
Dang, man, hold on.
What did I say?
It's still early. I mean,
It's still early.
It's past the All-Star break, and he is now finally finding his swing.
Yes. But I said
Give him time.
he
Right.
is on the wrong side of 30. Most players hit that threshold right around 30, 31. So when
now-
they go down.
Now,
So
I have
we-
heard. I have
don't
heard some
see it.
things. I heard some things on 101 ESPN. Dan McLaughlin, he was getting interviewed by Bernie Miklasz.
I thought he was saying, damn it. I'm like, you that bad?
No.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Not yet. But he was saying that he spoke with, because Arizona was in town last week. He spoke with a lot of the guys from the organization.
And we won that series, too.
Right. And they was like, are you seeing something different with his game, et cetera, et cetera? They said that they noticed how he made, because of, like you said, the age, he is slower to the fastball. He's not as quick as he used to be. So that could be one of the reasons why they were so quick to go ahead and say,
Yeah.
let's go and get a trade for him. Because maybe they start seeing a little bit of decline for what he used to be.
That's what I was afraid of.
So we'll see, man. Hopefully he can try to pick it up. But we'll talk about that later on in Bird Talk. You got anything else?
Okay, so y'all know Aroldis Chapman.
Yes.
All the reports were saying that he was going to opt out of his contract option with the Yanks at the end of the season. But now he's come out and says that he denies all that.
Oh.
You know what I say? Mosaic Lock Girl, set of balls and go after him anyway.
Getting him himself from Andrew Miller. Shoot.
Go after him anyway. They do anything to throw teams off. Don't have
They throwing off the scent.
don't be locked on the scent and then Grandma Johnson put out a fresh peach cobbler on the windowsill.
Oh,
Don't
Lord.
do it.
Oh, Lord.
Follow your nose. Wait, no, don't do that. Follow the scent.
Lord.
Follow the scent.
So also,
And Aroldis Chapman on the team.
right, that'd be crazy. Now
Yeah.
check this out.
I'm calling not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4.
They need more.
17. No,
They need more than that. They need to get a new GM. Because
17.
we getting closer.
Yes.
It was like, what, a week and a half late?
Yes.
Week and a half left?
Yes.
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks to the day.
2 weeks.
Trade deadline.
To the day.
To the day it starts for me.
There it is. Hashtag.
Fire Mo.
So
Zaylock.
y'all recall
That was a given.
so
You got to spell it for the people that don't know how to spell it either.
y'all recall
spell it.
M-O-Z-E.
y'all recall like 3
L-I-K.
years ago, right? By this time, you had the buzz with Lonzo Ball. You had the buzz with Big Baller Brand.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to sell $500 shoes.
I heard
and
about
Michael
that.
Porter Jr.
Yeah.
all this merch and everything.
I'm sorry, if you going to talk about what, you got to talk about
$500 shoes. Like, who
Man,
can afford the shoes?
The shoe looked like
You can't even compare.
They had $100 T-shirts.
So
the
now,
shoes was trash.
word is that they are selling Big Baller Brand items at just $5 a pop. At just whatever mom and pop stores, volleyball stores, everything, shops and everything.
I heard that they have a bundle out where you can get the shoes, T-shirt, and some other gear, all for $100.
Just take the stuff. Just take it.
That's a shame, man.
Just take it.
Just
I
take
don't want to
it.
look at it no more.
Oh, how far we have fallen.
It reminds him of the betrayal. He's just trying to get rid of it.
But that's
So
business
look,
though.
So look, it says, but nothing quite nails it home like a $5 clearance sale. Big Baller Brand went from selling $50 T-shirts to selling them for $5 at a local volleyball tournament.
Big Baller Brand T-shirts.
And they only taking cash. They only taking cash
money.
only.
Cash only.
So yeah,
Never lost.
that's the end of the BBB right there.
I mean, Lonzo got the tattoo covered up. That was it.
Yeah.
A lot of businesses don't succeed, but man, his is different because he was just so boastful, man.
My son.
I was rooting for him. I was actually rooting for him.
I mean the
As
plan.
a guy that cared about his sons and
Right.
had belief in his sons enough to start a business around them. And I mean, if you look at it on the surface, it was
just
really
the
a
way,
good story.
It was just the way of how he handled things, and of course, things he didn't make it no better, man. He said a few weeks ago, you can shift my gear anytime, to Molly Curran from First Take.
Yeah.
but
Gears on me.
And then he had like one of his closest advisors turn and steal money from him or whatnot, and that was not a good look, man.
So check this out. Bleacher Report came out today with the top 10 NBA duos at this moment. Let me run this by y'all and let me know if y'all agree with this or
call
not.
BS.
So number 10, they had Durant and Kyrie Irving in Brooklyn. Number 9, Kristaps Porzingis and Luka Doncic from the Mavericks.
Okay.
Number 8, they have Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic from the Nuggets.
Okay.
Number 7, Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum,
I guess.
Okay.
Portland Trailblazers. Here we go. Number 5, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, 76ers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, number 6, excuse me.
Okay, yeah, I can get with that.
Number 5, Giannis
Antetokounmpo.
and Chris Middleton
Okay.
from the Bucks.
Wait.
It gets better than this.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Yes,
Chris Middleton wasn't bad.
but but a duo. I mean, like one of the top 5 duos.
I don't see it as a duo.
Is Chris Middleton still on the team?
I see more Giannis than
thought he-
him, but
No, that was Malcolm Brogdon who left.
Yeah.
Number 4,
duo, that's a stretch.
Number 4, James Harden, Russell Westbrook.
No.
For the Rockets.
We're gonna talk about that later, but no.
I'll say my comments. on
Number
four.
3, Anthony Davis and LeBron James.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 2 is gonna probably piss you off. You ready?
Who's number 2? Who number 2?
Steph Curry and Draymond Green.
Hold on. What? Okay, all right. I'm gonna come back to that because I'm pretty sure number 1.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure anybody with a brain can realize number 1 is going to be Kawhi and PG.
Yes.
So cool. But number 2?
Yes.
What?
I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
When you said Steph Curry, I was like, I ain't going to be mad about that Splash Brothers. And Draymond Green,
Because Clay ain't playing next year.
neither is KD. Oh, man. This whole...
Yeah. It's crazy.
Hold on, what was that SpongeBob episode? This is a bunch of barnacles. This is exact... That's...
I saw that.
What?
I was like, oh, I got to show this to the guys.
I agree with everything except for number 2. Number 4, I say we gonna see. We'll get into that later. But number 2, it smelled like some number 2. The hell?
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
play it again.
Thank you. Come on now. Any day now.
I was like, play it again. But no. Oh, well, damn.
No, yeah.
No.
What you say? What you say?
Shout out to Reggie Coz, man. Coz, that dude, funny than a mother.
All right, y'all. Now it's time. Reunited, and it feels so good.
Really? It really is good? Is it good, really?
Yeah.
Here we
Is it
go.
really good?
You know, I broke it down
I'm not convinced.
on the post. All right, think about it.
Break it down for us, man.
And I'm sorry, Westbrook got traded, as you said earlier, to
To the Rockets.
to join his boy James Harden.
And CP3, who will never get a ring, just got traded to OKC. And what's crazy is now he's stuck in OKC.
They saying they may want to keep him.
They may want to keep him, even though they
I
were
thought
trying
they
to.
said they're going.
They were trying to shop him
They're
around.
trying, but no one wants him.
But LeBron was like, I want to play with him, just not right now.
Or the only way he can join the Lakers is if OKC buys out his contract, and then the Lakers pick up. Like he has to play for the veteran minimum,
Which is like, what, $1 million?
something like that.
I got something for brother, man.
That's pretty much how he feels right now. Cause
that's the state of his career right now, man. He just need to go ahead and join the little super team.
shoot, he was better stay on that banana boat.
That's where he need to go. He need to be like, Brian, come on, can y'all convince them?
I would do anything.
Like he was like 2 years. What is that? 2 years, $2 million.
Something like that, man.
I hope he save all his joint. Well, his sneakers ain't selling. Well, no, some people wear it.
You got to stay for commercial money.
State Farm money. He'll be all right.
Now he can't do it with hard no more.
I'm about to say I don't even know if that's gonna work because it was Chris Paul first, and then he brought Harden on, and this is how you do him.
Right.
Ain't nobody real. Ain't none of this real, bruh. It's all fake.
Yeah.
But yeah, your thoughts, man, on this move?
I feel like it will work out. And let me tell you why. For the past 1, 2, 3 years, it's been Russ and a star. Well, no, that 1 year it was just Russ by himself. And then they got Paul George and Carmelo. And it was just Paul George. And now it's nobody. If you look at the numbers from when he won MVP for averaging the triple-double has still been there, but what has dropped down is points, meaning he was doing more assists to Paul George over this past season, which is why Paul George was even in the ranking for MVP this year. He was the third pick because he was able to score more because Russ was passing him the ball. Now, you take Russ out of that system. Well, you took Paul George out first. And then you take Russ out and you put him in Houston, where this man, James Harden, is just out here balling out in the regular season. Scratch that. It's not going to work.
I was trying.
I'm like, scratch that. It's not going to work. Because as soon as I said regular season, I was like... regular season, I was like, never mind, it's not gonna work.
I don't
and I'll
see
tell
it.
you why it's not gonna work. It's not because they aren't good. They'll be great in the regular season.
Dude, just like did a whole 180.
They'll be great. Yep, they'll do a whole 180. They'll be great in the regular season. Westbrook might even get MVP consideration. They gonna be great. But they not going to, it's going to switch because Russ ain't made it past the first round in like 3 years. Maybe more than that. Russ ain't made it past the first round in a while. No, 3 years. Because that's when KD left. He ain't made it since KD left. And Harden can't never make it.
Yes.
Scratch that. It's back on. Because the Warriors ain't going to make it that far.
You doing a street A Smith
I ain't never seen him do.
You got the bandana on and everything.
No, all right, let me tell you what it is.
Street A Smith here.
It's dependent upon a lot of things. Number one, the Warriors cannot make it to a round where they meet the Rockets. Because think about it. The Rockets get through everybody else except the Warriors. That's number one. And that's all that needs to happen. If the Warriors don't make it, they'll be all right.
Look, man, there's a lot. It's just
and then number two, forgot about number two. James Harden got to overcome himself.
They both do.
That's number three. There's too many conditions, man. There's too many conditions that have to be met. Look, it's not going to work.
Those were the same conditions that had to be met for the Raptors to win. They were like, why ain't going to be able to do it on his own? The whole team got to show up. What happened? The whole team showed up.
I'm talking about these.
Kawhi, you can't compare Kawhi to the rest of the Harden.
There's too many what ifs, and if this happens, if that happens, man. And when you have that, it's a recipe for disaster.
My final verdict. It will work.
So my question
is... It ain't going to work. I'm decided it ain't going to work, man.
You already said final verdict.
That leads me to my proclamation. Remember I said I had a proclamation?
Go ahead.
Remember the proclamation?
Yeah.
Rockets in 5.
5 years, huh?
5 years.
In 5 years.
By that
5
time,
years.
Okay. By that time, both players may not be on the team.
You need to add something else into all your different...
it's not a guarantee that they'll be on the team.
But also... You still have that same coach on that team.
D'Antoni.
That's the biggest problem.
I thought he said he wasn't coming back.
I'm talking
Or is
about
that until next season?
I'm talking about you still have this upcoming season, Dan Tony.
Oh, it was the 20.
You still are not going to win under him. That's for real, first and foremost. But then, who is going to be the player to sacrifice his game? Because you have two ball-dominant guards. They do pretty much the same exact thing, but Harden does it better because he's the better scorer. But Russell Westbrook has never been known to be a guy to play off the ball and have to set up and wait on someone else to do his thing and then get the ball and shoot it up.
What?
He does the same exact stuff that Harden does, but once again, Harden just does it much better.
Okay, so what I feel like is going to happen, they're going to put the true point guard,
Which is
as the labeled position.
which is who?
Which is Westbrook. Like, that's what he is on everything. He's labeled as a point guard. Harden is labeled as the 2 guard. I say 2 when I could have said shooting. He's a 2 guard shooting person. So they're going to have him at the 2 and have Westbrook at the 1 because that's what they're accustomed to playing.
I could see that.
And then, like I was saying earlier, Westbrook's
You still try that. They'll
Westbrook's
try.
point production dropped between the season before last and this past season
So
because he was shooting the ball out in assist to Paul George, where Paul George was like, well, either it's going to go in or it's not. James Harden got one of the weirdest triple foot step back 3-point shot. Only one person has ever blocked it, and it was Hamidou Diallo.
So from your logic, you're saying that Harden had to sacrifice his game for the better of the team. If he goes to the 2 spot.
Who do you think was the point guard on the floor?
These last 2 years have been Harden. Even though Chris Paul was there.
Yeah, I thought Chris Paul was the
No,
point.
he
about
was.
to say, who do you think Chris Paul
He was labeled as the point guard, but he played more as the off guard. James Harden carried the ball up the court the most time, even when Chris
Yeah,
Paul
you're
was
right.
healthy.
You're right.
James Harden was the one that initiated the offense 95% of the time. And that was the reason why they had so many issues this past season. Remember, they had all the talk about the tension between Chris Paul and Harden.
Yeah.
Because Chris Paul was not used to always playing with someone who was ball dominant like Harden. And you saw plenty of times, I did. You saw plenty of times in which Chris Paul was on the wing waiting on whatever Harden going to do. Harden had the ball for 21-second shot clock. He had the ball for about 20 seconds. And then he'll decide right then, should I shoot it or should I pass it? That was their offense last year.
Yeah, but you know what? Just the same argument that, Chris Paul, the same problem Chris Paul had, I think Westbrook's going to have. Because he ain't used to, he's used to being the dominant person with the ball.
That's what I said earlier.
That's where I disagree. I'm thinking about it. That can be a beautiful setup where James Harden ain't got to do most of the work. Because like you said, Chris Paul was always injured. And there's a vast difference between Chris Paul, who's 34.
Yeah, he's 34.
And I don't even think Russ has cracked 30 yet, has he?
I could find out.
If he is, he
they're
might have
close.
just got there.
They're close, maybe 29.
Yeah, so he's on the right side of 30, as you like to say. How old
Yeah,
is
he's on the right side of 30.
he? Is how old is he?
He's 30 years old.
Oh, he just turned 30.
He's 30 years old.
Oh, he turned 30 last year. Ew.
He'll be 31 by the
He'll be
round
31
time
this year. Okay.
You ain't getting any younger.
Well, he's still on the right side of 30 because he on the he on like if you load up the number 30, he right there in the edge where the ends of the 3 come together. That's where he is. He's right over there. So he still got time. He's still explosive. This ain't a wooden table. Still ain't had no major injury. Remind me to knock on that table before we leave.
Yeah, because you didn't do it last week.
What I do last week?
You said the same thing and even knock on that table, but you never did it after the show.
I did.
You done messed up somebody's career.
If it was Kevin Durant, I can live with that. And I ain't heard no news about nothing.
You wouldn't be
none of my
talking. You
players.
wouldn't be talking knocking on it, nothing.
I burn all the wood. Like, can't knock on nothing. I'm sorry. So, with that, he hasn't had a major injury. He's still explosive, still dominant. He is. Remember that conversation we were having last week? D Rose and Westbrook? He's on the path. He's on the D Rose path. He just hasn't had the injury. And now you've put him with a suitable player who they at least play together once a year. And that's on the All-Star game. And there you just shooting the stuff.
And as I told you before, when we had this discussion about Westbrook and how he was getting triple doubles and everything, but it wasn't, they didn't go far in the playoffs. It's gonna have to be the same thing with him and Harden together. Less is more. The less that you have to do, like you about to bring up in regards to Harden shooting 10 million threes or 10 million shots, getting the offense more involved, the less that each other has to do, the better for the team.
And then think about this. The Raptors. Kawhi didn't always have the ball.
Nope.
That ball was being shifted around.
Yeah, but Kawhi doesn't strike me as a ball hog.
It was team ball. That's what they got to do. Houston has the pieces. I believe they're still acquiring the pieces. Tyson Chandler, old self, just said, but at least that's a veteran center.
He is a vet, and I'm confident with him,
just like Mark Gasol.
in there. But here's the thing though. Defense. What won for the Raptors last series? It was defense. It was defense. They put a body on body on the Warriors and did what people thought that nobody could do.
Breaking news. There is a no-no watch going on between the Padres and the Marlins in Miami. Chris Paddock is through 6 no-hit innings.
And Stan will keep us posted throughout the evening.
I feel like I'm gonna get a notification real.
So back to that
soon
defense, man.
Well,
what is the Rockets notorious for not doing?
The head coach is named Antonio because
The D is silent. It's notorious. And so they still haven't fixed that problem.
Damn.
They got more shooters. Yeah, great. But what about their defense?
Man,
And then when they face the Clippers, it's gonna be rap. Because they ain't got nothing but defense on that team.
we gonna see, man.
yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a second.
I feel like also, like I was saying, their addition of a veteran. What's the word? Not focused. An experienced center, like a veteran center. That was instrumental. That was a big part of
Chandler. Does he play power forward?
He plays center.
He plays center.
Yeah.
He plays center. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
He'll be a true center, and a lot of them left.
Yeah.
That brother is a true center. He don't do nothing
It's a
else.
shame that I gotta ask like nowadays where does he play center or does he play?
Because they're shifting into positionless basketball, which I don't.
yeah.
Which that was real evident. But I'm saying LeBron is gonna play the one, which I look at it. That's actually gonna work because he's been playing the one for like 4-5 years. They just finally gonna say, okay, he's openly playing the one.
Right.
He's just been on the ball guy, bringing up the court. But now that's his label. So we gonna see.
Yeah, I'm not convinced right now. I'm not convinced right now.
I'm just wondering, like I said, who's going to be the one to sacrifice, or will it be both? Because you have
If
I feel
there's a lot of ifs, man.
yeah, because you can only get so far, like you said, in the regular season. But when it comes down to the playoffs, it's all about sacrificing and doing what's best for the team.
Because you know what they say. If was a fifth, you'd all be drunk.
Man. And I wouldn't
nowadays, if it was a fifth, we all be high. Okay. Nowadays.
All right.
Also, I just want to shout out LeBron James. Nike told that boy no. He was supposed to change his number from 23 to 6. They told him no.
Not this year.
Not this year.
Too soon.
Because of branding and everything.
Yeah.
That all the jerseys already made
Fuck
up. And
them.
stuff.
You want to change his number?
He got a lifetime contract with Nike. He ain't trying to mess that up.
Oh.
he ain't trying to mess that up.
And
don't
you know,
change.
he don't want to be the reason why they lose money because he's
What's
not wearing
Anthony
that
Davis
jersey
going to do then?
He's wearing number 3.
for this year only.
What? No. He said number 3 was the number he used to wear back in high school, so he felt good to get back to number 3.
Right, but for this year on.
I think he might keep it. We'll see. He might keep
I
it.
mean, things go well. You know how athletes are. They're superstitious. If it goes
Hell.
well,
And
Right?
also,
When we talk about superstitions that work.
right.
Okay.
Also, welcome back, DJ Big Boss. He says, "My guys, what's up, though?
Big
What's going
Boss,
on with
what
you,
up?
man? What's your thoughts on Westbrook going to Houston, man?
Big Boss never lost.
Do you think him and Harden can make it happen? I think someone has to, or both, or have to sacrifice their games.
I was just about to say that. Like, I feel like an equal sacrifice would definitely help further down the line. Think about it. Just kicks it out to Harden. 3, bang!
I still feel like Anthony, he gonna be the other reason why they don't succeed.
I don't feel like he's going to make it through the season.
no, not.
Interesting.
And then they're going to bring in Mark Jackson, and his redemption story starts
I
now.
heard something on the Breakfast Club. I think it's Andre Iguodala.
Yeah.
Was on.
He admitted that Mark
Yeah.
Jackson was blackballed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an interesting interview, man.
That's
He
why-
didn't want to say it,
that's
but
why
he kind of
got
slipped out. Said
Traded.
it.
That's why he got
That's why,
traded.
yeah.
They got him out of there quick. Oh, you wearing out laundry? Okay.
All
All right. That's what you want to do? Okay.
Big Boss, you already know what to do, man. Share this post, share this video with everyone right now.
Cram your ass
Cram.
straight to Memphis.
Okay, you want to talk on the
You wanna
Breakfast Club, huh?
How you like this? Cram your ass to Memphis.
All right, the Fantastic Four. So I asked the guys to present their top 4 teams as of right now.
I've been thinking about this the whole time in my head.
on the East and the West.
Do the West
in the
Coast run this
NBA. Big Boss says
yeah.
Cali with Cali. They real ones out here too, not like Paul George and Kawhi.
Oh,
Ooh.
interesting.
Yeah, they have that chemistry too. Chemistry plays a part. Unless it's D
I
Wade. on the
mean,
Cleveland.
George and Kawhi from Cali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
And now they playing for the Clippers, and they are, as what Bleacher Report says to them, the number 1 duo in the game right now.
In the game.
All right, so once again, I asked these fellas to, and of course myself, to give us, as of right now, with all these moves being made, who do they have top 4 in the East and top 4 in the West in the NBA? Sadal, are you ready?
Hey, Wilmy had me first.
I was so
really
sitting over
had
here
me
like,
first.
I'm ready. And then he says it all good.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Steve.
I humbly concede.
All right. All right. This is me. Really don't. I don't. Really,
just me.
this is me. Just me.
By myself. On the block. Hold it down. No.
I don't really have a lot of the same NBA knowledge as my brethren right here, but I'll attempt my top 4. Okay, in the West I have the Lakers.
Number 1, right?
Oh, these is rank. Oh, now you're gonna have me rank them now.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
I said top 4.
All right.
Like in no particular order?
No, top 4.
All right.
You can do top 4 in no particular
Okay.
order.
No particular order.
No. We doing an order.
Okay.
Damn.
All right. Okay.
And yo, stupid.
Okay. This is gonna be tough. All right. Number 1, I'm gonna have to say, gun to the head. I'll say the Clippers.
Oh, gun in the head.
Gun to your head. Damn,
You
ain't that
ain't
serious?
got to do
It was tough. It's a family show. It's a family show.
At least for this week.
Say Super Soaker or something.
Yeah.
Say,
Super
God,
Soaker.
oh my God! Like
Right.
somebody's mother is reacting right now.
Shoot.
I know,
Shouts
man.
out to Miss.
Oh my God!
Shouts out to Reverend Linda Sadal.
Yo, auntie! Yo, auntie!
Bring Auntie into this. Come on, man.
Y'all want to talk about aunties?
she follows our posts on Facebook. I be noticing.
Yeah, I know.
And I laugh.
She be on it.
All right. So this is what I'll say. Number 1, Clippers. Number 2, Lakers. Dang. Number 3. Number 3, Rockets.
After all that, huh?
Yeah, I know. And number 4, Warriors.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look at Stan's face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once again, without Clay.
Without Clay.
Woo. And,
Wait a minute.
And without KD.
Maybe can I go back?
Without Iguodala. Oh, Iguodala. Iguodala. You know that dude?
Iguodala. Andre
Down the
Iguodala.
street.
Iguodala. Damn.
No, I'll take away the Warriors, and I'll put the. I put Utah in there.
Ooh. And Big Boss is top 4 on the East and
I
top
put
4
Utah
on
in
the
there.
West.
I put the Utah in there. Okay, now the East, right?
I put the Utah.
I put
the Utah Utes in. I mean, I put the Utah Jazz in there.
I put the Utah.
The Utah Utes.
All right, so say that.
Say these, okay.
Stan, your West.
My West are as follows. Number 1, the Lakers. Number 2, the Clippers. Number 3, the Rockets. Number 4, the Nuggets.
And I have Lakers 1, Clippers number 2, number 3, the Nuggets, and number 4, the Rockets.
Okay.
East Coast.
East Coast. I say number 1. I say number 1, the Bucks. I still like the Bucks. Number 2, the Raptors.
What? Without Kawhi.
Yeah, without Kawhi. I like their team.
They do have a good team.
Number 3, by a hair, Boston.
Oh, no.
And number 4, Philly.
Oh, no.
Stan.
Number 1, the Chicago Bulls. Yep. No, bump all that. Bump all that. The Chicago Bulls. Let me stop. Number 1 is going to be the Milwaukee Bucks.
Welcome back to the show.
Number 2. I don't like neither one of y'all. All right, so number 1, the Bucks. Number 2, I've got the Philadelphia 76ers. Number 3, the Chicago Bulls. I'm serious about number 3. I'm serious about that one. And then number 4.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
No, and then number 4. Number 4. Who'd I have for number 4? The Boston Celtics.
I have number 1, Milwaukee. Number 2, Philadelphia. Number 3, Boston. Number 4, Toronto.
I just want to acknowledge the fact.
And that was guessing for me. You know, I was like, well, I don't know.
I just want to acknowledge the fact that none of us brothers up here got any faith in Kyrie Irving.
Not by himself.
No, not by myself, no.
Now, next year with KD, yeah.
Now, they was, you know, a full healthy team.
Big Boss says, bro, waves get into his brain with them Bulls. Big Boss says, I guess he has a top 2 in the East and the West. He has the Bucks and the Celtics in the East, and on the West he has the Rockets as number 1 and the Lakers.
The Rockets, all right.
Very interesting.
I got him in my top, but I ain't got him like number 1.
He says, all I say is don't blame LeBron if the Lakers don't pan out. Or he getting the blame. Whether you like it or not, he don't get the blame if they
No,
don't
you can't blame him for that. That's on the coach. Now, you got all these top tier. You got like these. The no watches going through the 7th inning.
There it is.
Okay.
He got 6 more outs.
Is it a perfect game or a no-hitter?
No hitter.
Okay.
All right. Up next, we have some bird talk.
Bird talk.
St. Louis Cardinals, they won today. Paul Goldschmidt had a 3-run home run.
Yeah.
Cardinals won 65. I was about to be pissed if they would have lost today's game, especially off of what they did last night or what they did not do, which they have had this problem since April, and that is not doing well in situational hitting. Men in the scoring position. You have
Same thing, man.
You have a man on third and second with 1 out of no outs. No one scores home. Stuff like that. And Big Boss, you are right. Lakers front office and coaching has been effed up for years now. Let's see if that changes with this new regime. But going back to the Cardinals.
Okay, so it's the top of the 8th. So
Top
he's
of the
in the 8th inning. So
And
he's
who was
got
that again?
6 more outs.
Who's pitching?
Paddock, right?
Yeah.
And Big Boss, you're right. St. Louis is trending. Now I got my update. Is trending up in regards to playing better baseball. They have won the last 6 out of 8 games, so that's good. But we had to get into a bigger, get a nice streak going. It's time. We're getting towards the dog days of summer. But going back, Goldschmidt, he's coming out of his shell a little bit finally.
Hopefully.
Tyler O'Neill, now that he's getting playing time.
Oh, Tyler O'Neill balling.
Yes. He's doing it.
Like we always thought he would.
But the problem was they never gave him that full opportunity. Now, they tried to give it to him last year, but unfortunately he got hurt. And that hurt his stock on trying to, improve.
So the guy, my man in center field, they moved him down?
They need to. Harrison Bader.
Yeah.
He got his haircut. He ain't got the stuff in the back.
Damn, he done cut the
But he's still playing the same. He needs to go down to AAA and get his game right. Right now, he is not himself. Let me tell you how crazy this is. You recall Carson Kelly, right?
Yeah.
The catcher from the Cardinals the last couple of seasons. He supposed to have been the heir to the throne of Molina.
Yeah.
Never got the opportunity because they always wanted to keep him in the minor leagues and give some other guy a shot and give Molina all this playing time like he's 25 years old.
Got to get that man a rest, man.
How come right now, Carson Kelly, he played with the Diamondbacks. He was part of the trades to get Goldschmidt. How come he has better numbers overall than any of the Cardinal players on the team?
That's the genius of your GM. He's a genius.
He has better numbers overall than any of our current Cardinal players overall. That's crazy. Like on-base percentage, slugging, stuff like that.
That's a microcosm of the last 5 years, man.
It's crazy. I saw that. I was like,
just like the brother from that we traded to or
Tommy
let go.
Pham.
No, not Tommy Pham. In New York, he was a rookie. I think he plays first base. He came from our system. We traded him away or we let him go.
Voit. Luke Voit. Yeah.
Ballin. Plays first base.
balling.
Could have kept him. Could have let Goldschmidt stay where he was. Kept Carson Kelly. Both of them would have been balling right now.
Yeah. And Big Boss, baseball, he says baseball is slow money. They still can push.
It's slow money, but it's big money.
Yeah.
They get paid the most out of any other sports.
They're definitely in the top 10 in payroll.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals are only, I believe, 3 games or 4 games out of first place. They're currently right there in the second spot, the wild card. And
3 games.
3 games out
3
of first.
games that.
There we go. So we still can do it. In regards to us on Twitter, I am on Twitter. Just put in Fred, a.k.a. Smooth with 3 O's. Stan.
You can find me on Twitter at ST. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the business Twitter. Hold on. Well, hell, follow that one.
Get out my right.
You can find me on Twitter at STNTN official. And then my personal Twitter, which I really can't remember for the life of me, I'll never get on there, is Oh My Josh. That is OHMYJOSH with 3 underscores.
And are you on Twitter?
Yeah, no.
2 underscores.
I am on Twitter at Sadal Selector, but I ain't posting nothing on there.
It's there. I ain't on there. And don't forget, Big Boss, to follow us on Facebook as well, the platform Sports Talk Show. All right,
Yep,
so
that's 2 underscores. Oh My Josh, 2 underscores.
there it is. All right, so shouts out to all our most recent followers once again on our page.
11 to 7 of y'all. We appreciate you.
Yeah, got a big jump. So going back, Bader, he has to go down. So this past, I think it was Sunday or Saturday, no, Monday. I'm sorry. Matt Carpenter, he had a foul ball go off his foot. So now he's he's on the IL, not the DL, but the IL,
The IL.
the injured list. It got changed over the offseason.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah, they ain't trying to have guys on the DL. So
that ain't the reason.
all right, but anyway,
It's the word disabled.
right. So
I don't want to, label.
They couldn't say the D stood for deactivated.
Well,
Y'all got to think on y'all feet, MLB.
right. So
Inactive.
I was telling you,
Deactivated. Injured.
I was telling you a while back how we have
Devastated.
in the minor leagues, AAA, Randy Arozarena. He's a center fielder, or he's an outfielder.
isn't that kid you said he was tearing it up?
He has hella speed. He's probably the hottest hitter.
A Rose Arena?
Yes, and the whole organization. He's like batting 350. What's wrong?
I don't know if I said it right. I don't know if I said it right.
Oh,
I was guessing.
It's close enough. So,
You're like, Rose Arena, what kind of name?
well, no, that's the name, pretty much. But he's turned up right now, right?
You're just a rose.
So you would think,
I'm gonna name Clay. I'm gonna name Clay.
right? Oh, what did Steph Curry say? Frank Nicolina.
Frank, nigga,
Nigga,
Nicolina, what is it?
nigga.
Nigga, anyway.
But you would think, common sense would say, okay, Harrison Bader isn't performing very well right now. Carpenter just got hurt, going to the IL. Let's go ahead and bring up Randy Arozarena. Guess what they do instead? They bring up Edmundo Sosa. He's a utility infielder to join the squad.
Wasn't that the same guy that they brought up like the beginning of last season? And Matheny had, he was playing well. He was playing stealing bases and stuff. And they busted him down when he was doing good, only to bring up, was it Foster or something like that?
Nah, that was someone else. I'm trying to think who you are referring to.
That was somebody else.
It was somebody else.
Okay.
Sosa, he didn't have those many opportunities.
Okay.
And that's my point is he's not going to have many opportunities while he's taking the place of Carpenter, because you still have Tommy Edman, you still have Jairo Munoz. Why couldn't the organization be smart enough to say, let's bring up the hottest prospect we have on our roster right now and have him play center field and also have him be leadoff and provide that spark that the team needs? Instead, you bring up a guy who probably won't even get more than 3 or 4 plate appearances over the next 10 games. It's the stuff like that that makes you be like, this organization has lost their damn mind.
It makes you want to say fire Mo, doesn't it?
Zaylock.
Something. He's silly. But, it's the moves like that, or the lack of the moves. It keeps having these, like, what are they thinking about? Why are they not making this team better by saying, Bader, go back down, get your bat right, and then come back when you're ready? Why are they it's kind of like the Tommy Pham issue. Remember, Pham's one of his biggest issues was how he felt like he was being held back. Remember, he was like, why do you keep on playing Grichuk and Biscotti and putting Matt Adams in left field, and I'm right here in AAA tearing it up?
Right.
They're doing the same thing to Arozarena now. Why are you wasting so much of our good talent and not bringing them up to the major leagues to provide a spark?
Stupid, man.
That's the biggest issue one of the issues that they have with this team is management. They not bringing up the right guys.
It's poor, man.
It's Mozeeliak. I spelled it right the first time.
Got it.
It's still going to be fire Mo for me.
Zaylock. You never know. It might be the horrible auto.
I think we started a trend now.
Yeah, it might be a horrible auto mechanic somewhere named Mo. And they're like, man, we should get your old ass out of here. And we started a hashtag. Get him gone.
And one last stat, ever since May, there's only been one team in all of baseball that has had worse offensive numbers than the Cardinals, and that's the Detroit Lions. I'm sorry, Tigers.
Nigga,
Detroit Tigers. hey, truthfully, it's the same thing. Both of the organizations suck, so.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
It's the truth. It's true. Now we're at the Pistons, but let me stop. But yeah,
Hey, now the Pistons made it to the playoffs last year.
And what they do when they got there.
They made it there.
Yeah, that's true.
Better than the Lions and the Tigers.
Yeah. But yeah, so
All they need is a
the
Detroit Bears,
Tigers.
So you can say, oh my.
No hit bid over.
I knew it.
He allowed a home run.
Damn.
Ah, well.
A leadoff home run.
Ah, well.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That just.
There you go. Now play that music. Big Boss agrees with me. He says LOL Lions too.
oh, damn. There it is. That mug is out of there.
He said F your no hitter.
He thought he had some, but
Got him! Got him! From Starlin. You know what makes it funny? It was from Starlin Castro. That's right. The homer for Miami came from Starlin, the Marlin Castro. Boy, yeah. he was destined to play for that damn team. He sounded like he should be the mascot. Give it up for Starlin, the Marlin.
right. Starlin, the Marlin.
Meanwhile, in the bottom of the third, the Diamondbacks are getting all up in the Rangers. It's 14-3.
Lord.
At the bottom of the third.
Lord.
They scored 7 in the first, 5 in the second, and 2 in the third.
So they playing softball?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
If y'all think that's bad, the Mets beat the Minnesota Twins 14-4.
Speaking of which, let's go around the bases. Damn! Who does the AL normally?
That'll be me.
All right. Around the bases, standings right now, and next month.
We're not going to say all of them. You're just going to say the highlights.
And then next month.
Well, yeah, that works for the American League.
Right.
Well, yeah, it really does.
Yeah, the National League is much more tighter. But and then next month we'll bring in the wild card.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's go to the American League. American League East, the New York Yankees have a commanding lead. The Rays are 6 back. They're not bad, but they're not close right now.
They're not bbad, but they're not good.
Yeah. The Twins have the lead right now in the AL Central. The Indians are trying to creep up. They were 8-2 in the last 10 games, so they're creeping.
3-game heater.
They're creeping on the come up. Now the West, Houston Astros are slipping as well. They're first place, but their Athletics are only 4 games back. So it's starting to tighten up right now after the All-Star break.
Also,
in
just
the
to
American
note,
League.
the Houston Astros have lost 2. And they're 5-5 over the last 10, while the Oakland Athletics are 8-2 in their last 10. Winners of 6 straight.
Who would have thunk it?
Nobody.
Say it one time. Say it for me.
Huh?
Say who would have thunk it one time.
You ain't got it? I thought you had it.
No.
Who would have thunk it?
I'm saving it. I'm going to have watch.
All right, and bringing it on over to the National League. Let's go ahead and start in the West. The Los Angeles Dodgers are holding first with a tight grasp, seeing as the Arizona Diamondbacks are 14 games behind. Same number of points that they have already given the Rangers 3 innings in.
You know why?
Because they suck. I knew it the minute you said you know why. All right, moving on to the East, the Atlanta Braves, 7-3 over their last 10. However, losers of 2 straight are 6 games above the Washington Nationals, who are 2 games above the Philadelphia Phillies. So I know they kind of feel good about that from a fan standpoint until the postseason comes around.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to the Central Division of the National League, some team on the north side of Chicago is currently 7-3 over their last 10 with a 2-game winning streak. The Cardinals are 3 games out of first, a half a game under the Milwaukee Brewers, 6-4 over their last 10, and we won today over the 6.5 games behind first positioned Pittsburgh Pirates. Because they suck. Say it again. Because they suck. All right. And they have lost 1. And then the Cincinnati Reds are just, well, they're just there. The worst team right now in baseball is the Baltimore Orioles. They are 30
'Cause they suck.
They are 32 and a half games out of first.
Damn! 32 and a half games.
Like the half is just an insult at this point. 32 and a half.
And a half.
That's like when you try
That
to
is
get in somewhere.
ridiculous.
How old are you? You have to be 18. I'm 18. All right. Hold on. When you line to get a kiss, man, how old are you? 10. But you have a mustache. And a half.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's your baseball. Read them and weep.
Lord,
7th inning stretch.
how do you become 32 and a half games out of first? How is this possible? There's only 5 teams in the division. That's crazy. And the Tigers are 27. Golly, good googly moogly.
And then
Googly moogly, that.
Oh no! Oh no! Wow.
Oh, man, I had to go ahead and duck it in.
great googity boogie in that.
What?
Yeah, no.
Oh, boy. Well, we have fun on the Platform Sports Talk Show. That's all I got to say.
Hey, you got this song in my head. You know I can't play it, but
You can't play
I
it.
could play it, but you.
Gelatin.
Great googly moogly.
Where we at? What we talking about?
We lost track.
We lost track of it. We got something else on our mind.
Nah,
Anyway.
I just ain't know what was coming after. Oh, well, yeah. Congrats, you were right. That was fast.
Wow, what?
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well,
Would you look at this?
let me start
Look
off.
at there. Look at there.
An hour and a half, and we're almost done. I might be able to go to bed at a reasonable time tonight.
You know what? I got a congrats.
What's cracking?
First of all, for both of you all, you both predicted that it was also a given that our women's football team, the St. Louis Slam, would go and win.
Oh, yeah, we won't worry about it.
So congrats, fellas.
That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem.
Yeah.
I gotta get that. That's another one I gotta get. That's another one I'm gonna get, man. Anyway, yes, congrats. You were right.
And I think on behalf of Stan and myself,
Oh, you gonna do it? All right, cool.
yeah, so we let me make sure I get this right here. Yeah, we both need to go ahead and tell you congrats. You were right. Cause you did say a while back,
It was right in front of our faces.
right.
We were naive.
watch Brock Lesnar win the belt before SummerSlam.
You know what I think it is? I think
Because I said that because the WWE is always gonna be the WWE. Always gonna let you down.
Actually, I wouldn't even take it from that angle. They are about to have Brock versus Seth 2 or 3 or whatever.
2.
It's the rematch. Well, they faced off before, but this
Oh yeah.
Brock versus Seth 2 at SummerSlam?
for the Universal title, just like how
I'd
it was
rather have the
last year.
rubber match at SummerSlam. They should have did this earlier.
Well, you know, SummerSlam is their biggest match.
Well, actually,
their
it
biggest
is.
event of
It
the
is
summer.
the
It is.
the,
That's why I would have the rubber match be at SummerSlam.
And I think that's actually what it is because you were right. Congrats. But they did face off after when Seth won the belt from when he cashed in.
Oh,
when it
yeah, I
was the
forgot
WWE.
about that. So
Yeah.
this would be the rubber match. Okay.
So this is kind of like
Kind of, yeah. Technically, this would be the rubber match.
well,
Four for real.
the Money in the Bank cash in technically is a
A couple
match.
years ago.
No, I'm talking about the one that happened on Sunday.
Right.
For Brock to win the Universal title. That technically is a match.
Yes, it is.
Technically. So that
So
that
yeah,
was
so Seth cashed it in on Brock, and then Brock cashed it in on Seth. So now we got the match.
yeah. Well, you know, Seth cashed in. That was a match too.
Yeah.
And he won.
But
Then they had the match at WrestleMania where Seth won.
But no, prior to that though.
Yeah, that's right. It did.
Prior to
Yeah,
that,
it did.
see that
It
I
did.
think it was that.
that middle match.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the Raw match. It was a match. It was around the time where they were having that whole authority breakdown. They were like, the pressure is on. And then Brock Lesnar's music came on, and he had to fight him at another pay-per-view in which he won. So right now, Seth Rollins is the only dude right now in WWE who has 3 pins on Brock Lesnar. Well,
I wish I had that. Who would have thought it?
which is crazy.
But I do have this.
I never knew.
Yes, Abernathy Nevers.
What's his name? That's his name.
That is his name. That's the name right there.
Abernathy Nevers.
Wow. I
Oh, Lord,
never
have
would have
mercy.
thunk that.
Tony Baker, man. Tony Baker Comedy. Follow him on Instagram
Follow
for
him,
comedy.
man. On Facebook, too. He has his Facebook page.
Yeah.
And on YouTube.
And on YouTube.
I'll send him a cat video for a voiceover. I'll see if he does something.
But yeah, so overall, you see it say, he's going to do it. He did it. Congrats. You were right.
And like I was saying, I think we were too blinded by the satisfaction of seeing that Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman were going to be over SmackDown and Raw. With Heyman being over Raw and Brock being on Raw, we didn't even realize it was right there in our face. We were happy that they were going to give us something different than the crap they've been giving us for the past 2 years.
I haven't been watching it lately. How is the show?
Oh, it's good. Bray Wyatt actually came back on Monday.
Man.
And it's scary as hell in person.
Dude.
I was like, oh my God.
I had to put it up.
That mask is something crazy.
We'll
WWE.
see it later. I don't think that people can see it. I can't wait till people can see our videos.
Yeah, that's going to be dope.
Yeah.
That's going to be dope. I'm going to just keep it on mute.
Okay. Because you know how WWE is.
Right.
I bet you can just zoom past all that.
Right.
Because that was weird. Like, the music started dimming down. Like, I was like,
Here it is. Because I'm like, what the heck?
Like gradually going down. Like, juke, 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 juke.
and then,
You.
no, I think they faded the television to black at that point. You ain't gonna get all the lights in the arena off.
Right.
That's the outside light. No, that's like the outside in the little walk area with concessions and stuff. And then this happened, and boy,
Well, damn. You see that mask he got on? Golly. Looks like a horror film mask.
Look at that.
God, no.
Had the whole place shook.
That's hard. I like that.
Yeah.
That's hard.
That was
You can
pretty
tell it's kind of fake, but, it's hard still.
Yeah, so that was it right there, man. That was the return of Bray Wyatt. He's been gone for a long time, so
they had
They're
it-
setting up the demon versus whatever he is.
the Demon versus
yeah,
the Fiend because it
because
was supposed to
word
happen
is-
like 3 years ago or 2
Yeah.
years ago. But then that's when Bray got hurt.
Yeah.
And then I got
And then he
word
came back and they
also,
never had it.
sources say that Finn Balor actually asked for some time off for like maybe 2 months off. So that his last match would be at SummerSlam, and then he'll be gone for about 2 months.
So that might be setting up a win for Bray Wyatt. Finally.
Yes, to give him like a, and then I don't,
But, again,
I don't
it's
think
WWE.
anyone has
You
beaten.
never know.
I don't think anyone has beaten Demon.
Yeah, no
Finn.
one's
No,
beaten
I
Demon
don't think
Finn.
so.
So
That'd
that'll
be
be
a good way
the
for him
that'll be
to
the
exit.
win.
I think this would be good to beat the Demon
Yes,
Finn
yes.
to make him look stronger.
Exactly.
And also,
That would be the right move.
Yeah.
reports are that the Bullet Club is coming to WWE. They are. Paul Heyman's plan is to put Finn Balor.
They try to like die it down and say the Balor Club.
No, they just call it the club now.
Oh, they call it the club.
Yeah, the club is.
Oh, because of the copyright?
Well, I don't know who owns it. I think it's New Japan stuff. The club is AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson. They're trying. Paul Heyman wants to add Finn Balor. Also, for those who watched the pay-per-view, Paul Heyman wanted the Finn Balor match to be on the main card. Instead, they put it off on the pre-show.
Didn't make
and
no damn
he
sense.
was pissed about
It didn't make no damn sense. And that's why I said before, if you want to give Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff these roles, let them be them.
I think I showed you too. Wow, a long time ago. Finn Balor had a picture with Paul Heyman backstage. This is when Finn Balor was just, you didn't know he was going to come up or not. But they showed them together, and and Finn Balor had that evil look, like he was going to be a heel, like he was going to be like another one of the, Paul Heyman guys.
Yeah.
So heel turn.
And it's very possible that when he comes back, because he did say he want to get a recharge, so that could actually happen.
I could see him with
Come
as
back
being
as
a Hall of
heel
Fame
with
Paul
his
Heyman guy.
family.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Paul Heyman guy.
we'll see, man.
I think they're gonna put him in the club because then that's marketable.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
have
as
WWE club apparel,
As all heels.
All right.
but not with any outside interference. Not with any outside management. You know, they never had a manager.
You know, that's a stable that's pretty formidable.
Yeah,
All right. So,
but it confuses me because AJ Styles said he wanted less TV time, and now they pushing him in the club. So I guess he was gone for a minute, so I guess he handled whatever he had to handle.
and then plus, like you say, he has a club, so he can kind of bounce off them too.
Yep, and he's the new United States champion again.
I can see that if they do this, man, it'd be good. Maybe I'd peek my head into the show again.
So is
Maybe.
this your leader?
Wait,
You-
hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because then we got to talk about Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens out here doing the damn thing. Kevin Owens is having CM Punk moments right now. They're throwing him out of the arena. He's coming back in dressed as WWE staff. He has stunned Shane McMahon 3 times. And every time it was beautiful.
Stun like Stone Cold Stunner?
Yeah, but now they just call it the stunner.
The Stunner.
My thing is,
I mean, when Stone Cold gave it his seal of approval, he's with it.
Okay.
yeah. My thing is,
They'll all be back on Monday, too, for a super reunion.
right. The purpose of Kevin Owens doing this is to show love to the other wrestlers who have not been getting their airtime because Shane McMahon been taking it. My thing is, of course, they're gonna end up having a match at SummerSlam, but I hope this is a match in which you will start seeing less of Shane, because if you see more of Shane at the SummerSlam, then this whole thing that he's doing right now is pointless. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
because see, you try to have this regime change.
Yeah.
He's like the third wheel, man. He just doesn't fit. Back, let Bischoff handle that in SmackDown. You know,
But
Heyman
then
on Raw.
also, start give more TV time to Apollo Crews, to other guys who are great wrestlers but not getting their shine.
This is SmackDown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bischoff has to learn from his mistakes way back when he was in WCW, when he didn't give the shine to some of those guys like Eddie Guerrero and Chris Jericho. He had all the shine on the NWO. That was a big deal. Maybe he learned from his mistakes and start giving these guys shine now. Some of the guys you don't really see that's talented.
Gentlemen. This is all a part of a bigger plan. Kevin Owens is supposed to be a face now.
Right.
Like, he wants to be a face.
So it sounds like.
So
I
they
haven't been watching. I don't know.
Kevin Owens came out. He did a report. He was like, I want to be a face. So they're giving him what he wants. So he's gonna be a face. Of course, Kofi was like, the New Day. We don't like him.
Right.
We don't like him. We ain't forget what he did.
They had their reasons, right?
I mean, yeah, but that was past production writing team.
Right.
This is new, so they probably finna flip the switch on him, and be like, all right, we cool with you now, but we'll team with you maybe once, and that's it.
He ain't forgot though.
And yes, we are having an improv wrestling talk right now. I do like the fact that Kofi about to face off against Randy Orton. That's bringing up old wounds from their little rivalry from way back in the day.
That was their reason for doing
First
it.
of all, let's give it up to Kofi Kingston, man, for having a long run
Yeah.
as the champion, man.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be one and done. I thought it was gonna be like,
Hold on to that. They're not finna put him against Randy Orton. And
because I heard in real talk that Randy Orton is going through some serious health problems, man.
Neck injury.
neck issues. They said he might need neck surgery.
Yeah.
So I guess they giving him one last, finish the rivalry, because that back in like 2011 with 2013,
Yeah, it was
back in
hot
the Authority
between those
days,
two.
those two were going at it.
That
boy.
was when didn't Kofi Kingston pour some paint on Randy
on
Orton?
that
Yeah.
custom race car.
Yeah.
They was going at it.
And that was
This
that
Kofi
same
wasn't-
time frame in which Kofi and McMahon got into it.
Yeah.
That same time frame.
Because it was like Kofi was getting this big push, and then all of a sudden it just stopped.
It just
It
stopped.
sizzled like it used to. Yeah.
And that's why he had that issue.
With a
with,
lot of wrestlers.
Yeah.
He had that issue with Vince, and then he did what a lot of wrestlers stupidly do and called out Vince. It ain't stupid, but it's stupid.
It was kind of savvy.
No,
He did it in like
he did it. He did it.
he did it in a stupid way, but he did it in a way where he could still keep his job, but let him know, hey,
He did it forgetting he was black. That's what I call it. Like, and then he basically got the Booker T treatment between the Booker T and Triple H segment.
Yeah.
And then that was the last we saw him. Also, shout out to the New Day. They all have championship.
Yes, sir.
belts. I can't say gold no more because the tag team titles are silver than a mug.
Y'all see that video I posted
I
on
still
there?
got my shirt. I can't wait till we go outside. Whenever we go outside, I'm gonna have my Kofi Kingston shirt.
It's a video I posted of the New Day celebrating the title
Okay.
on our page.
Okay.
Just check it out. So yeah,
Shirts on deck.
That was our impromptu wrestling talk right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So going back into it.
Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, I have Idiot of the Week. Okay.
Yeah, I got.
All right. So real quick on Is This Your Leader? We had this conversation about these two guys earlier. I just want to bring out to the forefront. Leadership wise, you have Harden, you have Westbrook. On that team, who would you say would be your leader?
Westbrook. Just Westbrook because he just has the competitive edge. That's why I like Westbrook, because that competitiveness. I think he's a guy that's can rally and get people snap people into shape, so to speak. I don't see Harden doing that.
He could be that kind of guy that will get on.
Harden's competitive, but I don't
He is.
see him as.
But I don't think
Killer instinct, like a killer.
I don't think Harden has had that teammate that would get into your grill like, hey man, you messing up. Come on, man. We gotta Westbrook. He don't care who you are.
Yeah.
He'll say
He don't give a damn.
he'll say his piece and make sure that you hear it. So that could be good. What's your thoughts?
I say Westbrook. He knows what to do. It's like, all right, cool. I'm on a new team. I have a lot of pieces on this team. It's time for me to ball out.
Yeah.
In a team ball manner.
There can't be no excuses with this squad you got here. Outside of D'Antoni, y'all should be a lot better than how who he's been dealing with these last.
Watch, they gonna hire Mike Jackson. Who they gonna call up? Ty Lue? Nigga, please.
Hey, he'll take that job. I'm sure he would. I think the Rockets was trying to hire him anyway for assistant coach.
Oh, Jesus.
They were trying to.
Another assistant.
Oh, Jesus.
If I was him, I would not go first. I would not go back. No, you already won championship. You ain't trying to go back to assistant coach. He did win one.
He was the coach. Matter of fact, he wasn't even the coach. He was like the how many players you get on the team? 15? He was the 16th man on the bench.
I bet you that he has more respect as a coach than D'Antoni.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say that.
What?
Because they saw what he does when he doesn't have that star player to lean on. That boy got fired the same season.
Who else would have succeeded with that roster?
Yeah. Who?
With what roster?
That he dealt with last year.
He didn't succeed. He got fired.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who else would have succeeded with that roster?
Who would make that work?
Phil Jackson.
Oh Lord. Okay, bruh. You
see what
tripping?
Perfect segue, huh?
Bro, you tripping. That was his.
That was his.
You got one?
No, not this week.
Oh, man. I'm going to go ahead and say if this ban that's been placed on the Missouri football team, if it gets lifted and they can play in the postseason, I'm going to put it out there now that they will win the SEC East division.
Bro, you tripping.
And go to the SEC championship.
Bro, you tripping.
Bro, you tripping.
You tripping, man.
Your love,
It's
for,
the SEC.
your love for Mizzou runs deep.
That's what I said.
Wait, they got a ban. I know we talked about it, but I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So our football team, Mizzou's got a ban for what? Remind me.
I am glad that you asked.
Remind me. I think we talked about this, but I don't remember the details.
All right. So here is the story. Now this.
Oh, because of the schooling and the whatever.
Here we go. So according to the NCAA's report, there was a tutor that completed an entire course for one football player and assisted two football student athletes completion of Missouri's math placement exam. Now, here's the thing, is that it looks like it happened over a course of 12 athletes as well. So here's the thing.
It sounds like this old school movie that called The Program. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
That sounds just like that.
So here's the thing, is that Mizzou owned up to it and told the NCAA about it. Like, hey, you know, we just heard about this too. We're going to go ahead and do our due diligence and get to the bottom of it and give this information to y'all so y'all can see it. That that this isn't something that we, you know, want to happen. This happened behind our scenes. We didn't say
It
here.
happened on our watch.
Right, you know, we didn't say here, you do this, you holler at this guy, that guy, and get them to pass the class.
So they was trying to get in front of the problem.
Exactly. Something that does not usually happen with other teams. Other teams would be like, I ain't doing anything wrong. We don't know what's going on. And then the league will say, oh, that's fine, Kansas Jayhawks. Oh, that's fine, North Carolina. That's cool. You know, we'll do a little minor, that's it. But Mizzou went out their way to, you know, hey, this is what happened. This is not something that we allow, but it happened in the past. And now y'all ban this team from even going to the postseason as of right now. And everyone was pissed about this. Like, you know, their colleagues from the SEC, they are like, this is wrong. They should not have given Mizzou such a harsh penalty. So Mizzou is going to appeal. But with the additions of Kelly Bryant, some other cats that they have gotten over the last couple of seasons, some recruits, some transfers that they got in, if they can be eligible for the postseason, I see big things.
Yeah, because Kelly Bryant's only for one more season.
Yeah, and you know he was on that squad that won with Deshaun Watson.
And I see your point, but I still say, bro, you tripping because this is still the SEC, man.
I feel you. Now, mind you,
you ain't done nothing in the SEC since we got there.
Yes, we have.
We have.
Come on now,
Man.
First few seasons. That's it.
Man.
So yeah,
that was it.
Because 2 years in a row we went to the championship.
Right.
And what happened?
But
The SEC championship?
yeah,
And what happened? And what happened? And what happened? Thrash.
under Gary Pinkel, and actually it wasn't a thrash.
Who's the quarterback?
The first year it was with
Was it Franklin?
Yeah, James Franklin / Matty Mock.
Matty Mock. Okay.
And then the second year it was Matty Mock.
Okay.
But the first year we had Auburn, but then Auburn just took over.
I was thinking of Chase Daniel, but that was Big 12.
Right. But then Auburn took over in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Then the
Well,
second year
we almost went top 2.
Exactly. Then the second year it was against Alabama and we got slashed. So in the SEC East, you have Georgia, and that's gonna be tough.
Yeah. It is.
Now, question with Georgia, because I know you're a big college football guy. The pressure has to be on Kirby Smart, doesn't it? Because 2 years in a row, you've had opportunities to beat Alabama, and you got them down to the fourth quarter and had leads.
I would say so.
And lost.
I would say so. I mean, Kirby Smart, he's a great coach. You got to put him away. You got to. You got to find a way to do it.
Yeah.
And there's no excuse.
So you have Georgia, you have Kentucky, you have Florida, South Carolina, Missouri, Vanderbilt, Tennessee.
Vanderbilt, Tennessee, I can see. I said Vanderbilt, Tennessee, I can see, Missouri beating them.
What about South Carolina?
South Carolina, yeah.
Now Florida has gotten better.
Yeah, they got their moments. Kentucky is on the rise. They would have problems with them. You see what happened in that Kentucky game last year.
Yeah, we had the game. Until the very last minute.
And Georgia, no, forget it. You ain't gonna beat Georgia. Georgia's got too big of a defense. You ain't gonna do it.
Nah, I feel like that state sport curse in Georgia is getting worse and worse.
Understand?
I feel like it's spreading to regular season stuff too.
Boy.
So
The curse of Georgia, huh?
There could be a chance then. There could be a chance. No, let me stop. And the SEC West is just ridiculous. Like
The whole day through.
Alabama,
Forget it.
Texas A&M,
Forget it.
LSU, Mississippi State, Auburn, Ole Miss, Arkansas. The only two teams I don't see doing anything is Ole Miss and Arkansas.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like, watch out. Mississippi State could be.
Mississippi State showed some moments. I forget the quarterback name there. The brother they got, he's pretty good.
Hey man, low key.
If he's still there,
Low key.
I think Alabama gonna have a tough season.
You think so?
I think so.
You don't think that the loss from Clemson is going to propel them to be better?
No, I think that loss gonna mess them up.
I wouldn't say that.
I
do agree with you.
Like half.
I do agree with you. It's gonna be tough in that division.
You have Keaton Thompson.
Yeah, that's him. Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
Last year, in 2018, you had a 190.4 rating. 6 touchdowns, 1 interception.
I think he came in as backup for a short time, and then in the middle of the season, he came in. He did pretty good. I like, and they tout him, over there in Mississippi State.
All right. Yeah, but look forward to it, man. You have a brother, you tripping? Stan?
Nah.
All right. And up next, we have Idiot of the Week. Who up first?
Okay, you want me to go first?
You
This is gonna be.
You looking? Go ahead.
All right. Now, fellas.
Yeah.
I set it up, didn't I?
Fellas, yeah. I said, what's cooler than being cool?
Ice cold.
I said, what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. All right. Now, ladies.
No.
There ain't no ladies here.
Sorry.
Right now.
Lend me some sugar. I am your neighbor.
Now,
Me,
Sadal, right here on the platform Sports Talk.
Sadal.
Like I'm doing right now.
All right, Bird, man.
Sadal. Right now.
I've had my moments on this show.
Indeed.
Kind of like this moment. Where I've said some stupid things, made some silly predictions, had bruh you tripping plenty of times on this show. But I'm sorry, I don't hold a candle to this idiot right here this week.
If we catch you on the right week.
This brother got me beat.
I'll never forget that one week you couldn't get nothing right.
Oh, man.
It was a moment after.
I had weeks that I couldn't get anything right. This next brother,
He said weeks.
has had years.
this brother is perpetually having moments.
He always
Every time he opens
stepping
his
over the line.
mouth-
He a habitual line stepper.
This man right here, and I'm talking about one Ryan Hollis.
Not Ryan Hollins.
Rylan, whatever his name is, Hollins. It really don't matter because his playing career really obviously didn't matter, and his broadcasting career.
Damn.
His broadcasting career is equally bad.
Wait a minute.
And yes, it is Ryan Hollins.
Ryan Hollins.
Your playing career ain't matter. Well,
Let me get his name. Let me get his name right for this idiot because he is a pure idiot, man. He said some stupid stuff, man. He says it all the time. Now I've gathered some clips here that I'm going to play for you, and I'm going to give credit where credit is due. On YouTube, TJ put some of these videos together for us. TJ put this first video together. It's called Ryan Hollins Pure Stupidity. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but basically, here, I'm going to set this up for you.
before you play it,
Yes.
the Platform Sports Talk Show does not own any rights to any audio you hear on this show other than our voices.
Thank you for that.
No problem.
All right. So,
I hope y'all heard that.
now I'm going to set this up for you. I'm going to play a little bit of, I'm not going to play it. It's like 5 minutes, and it's 5 minutes of pure stupidity. It might ruin your brain if you listen to the whole thing, but it's comedy too. Right here, they're talking about the MVP. Who should be the league MVP, right? So I'm going to play this for you. This is Ryan Hollins right here. His take on it.
remember somebody talking about how Giannis was going to dunk his way through the playoffs and yada, yada, yada. Listen, this man is right now, he's the most overrated in basketball. Is he a good basketball player? Yeah, I love him. I love him. I like him. I like what he.
I'm sick. You are a hater. You go from hating on Kawhi to hating on Giannis. Giannis isn't overrated.
He's absolutely overrated.
Proceed. Tell me how he's overrated.
Okay. You guys put this man essentially in the NBA Finals this year. 60, whatever win season.
He went to the conference
balled
finals.
out. Balled out.
You 2 wins away from the finals.
Hold it, chill.
MVP of the league, most likely.
You put him in the NBA Finals. He did not make it there. Not just did he not make it, he grossly underachieved. Grossly. The man, as far as individual matchups, as we brought up, shot 29% when actually guarded by a formidable defender.
You're smarter than this. You know that it was not one-on-one.
Because I turned to you, you said, what might we talk about? And I said, we might talk about Giannis, and we might talk about him possibly being the MVP, and you want a reaction I was not expecting at all. Please share.
He's not the MVP. To me, when you talk MVP, that means you're the most valuable player on the team. Your impact is the largest. And when I watch Giannis, yes, he rebounds, he blocks shots, he defends, he does all those little things. I love what he does. I love him. But he's not going to close out a game for you. He's not going to go out and win that big game. In fact, in the fourth quarters, he turns into more of a center and more into a roller to the rim rather than a guy with the ball in his hands creating opportunities for others.
Giannis being my MVP right now, I have Kawhi Leonard being my MVP right now for what he's been able to do with Toronto. The fact that he can come into that system and not miss a beat and to be that player for this team. Now, is he a closer? Stop it. Ryan Hollins, you're telling me Kawhi Leonard is not. I think maybe you forgot. Maybe you got hit in the head and you forgot the fact that Kawhi Leonard is a top 2 player in this league, and he has Toronto right back where they should belong.
Talk about the MVP, which is an individual award, not a team award. And by the way, his team is having success also in the tougher Western Conference where there are no nights off. I don't know how you don't unanimously give the award to James Harden. Harden is a capable defender. Capable. Let me correct. Does he have the impact?
Capable defender.
The impact of Giannis.
Please stop.
Is that Max?
It's not the most improved on defense award. It's not the most capable on defense award. It's the most valuable player in the NBA award. And to compare James Harden's defense to Giannis Antetokounmpo's, please, man.
No, I didn't want you to dismiss it because you're dismissing it.
Stop. Giannis is the MVP. Unless you believe that half of the floor does not matter.
Basketball.
This should be easy to do.
All right. I'm going to stop it there.
I can sum up his life in 3 words. Hear me out.
Hear me out. Now, that's bad. Now, here's another clip. Now, I want to set this up for you.
The famous clip that we talked about.
Yes. Now, this clip.
You ain't even got to set it up. Just let it play.
The great Shaquille O'Neal, they were talking. They were talking about who would be on the Mount Rushmore of Laker greats. And they were talking about that, and it parlayed into who's the greatest of all time. It's arguable that some people say LeBron James, some people say Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant's in the mix. But everybody agrees that those 3 should be in the conversation, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what
that's my top.
Our good friend Hollins says about this.
Wait, what was the order you said? You said Mike.
They should be LeBron, in the conversation.
Because that's my top 3 right there. Mike, right. LeBron, Kobe.
They're in the conversation, right?
They are the conversation.
They are the conversation. Let's see what Hollins says about this.
Hold on. You said LeBron James the greatest player ever?
Ever.
What about Michael and Kobe? So you just gonna pass Kobe up like that?
I'm gonna pass Kobe up. I'm gonna look at Michael. I'm gonna look at the.
I know it. Patron.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Patron.
He's like, yo.
Kobe Bryant couldn't fill, or Michael Jordan fill LeBron's shoes. The impact that he's had with different teammates, different organizations.
Would you be mad at me if I just walked off the show?
Wait a minute. Let me run that back. What did he just say?
Organizations.
Would you be mad at me if I just walked off the show?
You can't leave.
Wait a minute. Go back.
Phil or Michael Jordan fill LeBron's shoes. The impact that he's had with different teammates.
Can't fill his shoes?
Would you be mad at me if I just walked off the show?
You can't leave.
Are you aware that this man has tripled and doubled Michael Jordan in assists? Assists make other players better now.
I'm going to say one thing to you, Max. I don't know the numbers like you do. Michael Jordan was what in the finals? 6 and what? Oh. And what is LeBron in the finals? That's all I got to say.
Shaq, how many game sevens did MJ go to? Zero.
Hey, I'm saying.
How many times did MJ see the Warriors, though?
Oh, I'm glad.
Stop.
Shaq, when Jordan retired,
he gonna be KD. Yes. They would run laps around that Bulls team. Yo, like, you kidding me?
Okay. Let's go player by player.
Let's go player by player.
All right, point guard. Who you got?
Point guard. You got Steph. Who's guarding Steph? Pip?
No,
Harper?
I'm asking who. Yeah,
Okay, so look.
Yeah, Harper.
Yeah, Ryan Harper.
So he's gonna chase him off the three.
Yeah, of course.
And then guess what?
Lock him down.
So you got Steph, you got Clay, you got KD, you got Draymond, and we plug whoever at the 5. Whoever. They're going to beat that team?
Yes.
Because not to mention, they're not going to guard Rodman, and they're doubling every time.
Shaq's looking like, what?
First of all, you got to hit those threes. Okay.
They hit them.
Another question. What era are we playing in? We playing in the big boy era where you can knock people on their ass, or we playing in this little cupcake era now where you can't touch people?
I think they went in both eras.
Will you stop it?
Hold on. Is Clay not stupid? Clay couldn't play back then?
Whoever's paying him to say all this stuff,
he's getting paid, folks.
Stop it.
Hold on. Shaq, how did Dennis Rodman play defense?
He played like a man.
How did Scottie Pippen play defense?
Like a man.
How did Michael Jordan play defense?
Like a man.
Ron Harper played defense.
I think it's time for a commercial break.
All right. Now,
Ryan Hollins has just been sent to ESPNU.
Now, just when you thought,
damn, that's like the lowest. That's the lowest thing.
Just when
wait. In the world where they have ESPN on Snapchat, ESPNU, actually, he's hosted ESPN on Snapchat too.
Oh wow!
They done sent him down.
Gracious.
Where all he had to do was read from a prompter.
Now, just when you thought this dude was an idiot. Remember the question I asked you at the beginning of the show at the round table?
Yeah.
Who was the leader of the Lakers right now?
Oh, yeah, that was the question. I was
Yes.
like, what was the question?
Yeah. We said LeBron James. Right?
Frank Vogel.
You say Frank Vogel.
Bruh.
All right. Let's see what our good friend Hollins has to say.
It's fun to throw in whatever coach's name. We know he ain't going to do nothing.
Let's see what. No, you're joking, right?
Yeah, I'm joking.
He ain't joking. Hollins ain't joking. Watch what he says.
What did he say?
Of this franchise.
Max, I actually agree with Anthony Davis to an extent. I would put that roster up against anybody, and in some ways you could favor it over the Clippers. But if I asked 10 different people, 20 different people, who the leader of the Lakers was, you would get multiple answers. Rob Pelinka? Is it Clutch Sports? Is it LeBron? Is it Vogel? Is it Kidd? Is it Genie? There is no clear-cut leader. The man that they didn't commit to, as I brought up earlier, Frank Vogel. They gave him a 3-year deal, and they chose his assistants. You know what that tells me? You're expendable. And as you bring up Pat Riley, when Eric Spoelstra was getting undermined or questioned from LeBron, from Bosh, from Wade, whatever it may have been, from Clutch Sports, you know what Pat Riley came down and did? He said, LeBron, when this man tells you to get back on defense, when he tells you to run to the corners, when he pulls you out the game, you do what he says, and he's not going anywhere. And they won a championship. No. So the reality is,
but there's no Pat Riley here. That's the point.
You don't need to have a Pat Riley to give this man a deal and give him power as coach and make him comfortable. And if I'm going to bring up the Clippers, the reason I favor the Clippers over that, even though it's in the Clippers segment, who's in charge with the Clippers? With any question, no question, Doc Rivers. When Doc Rivers says, hey, man, come out the game. We're running, and then you got to deal
whatever. And then you got to deal with Jerry West.
He heard that a lot. Come out the game.
Exactly. So there's
Steve Ballmer put a system in place.
Exactly. There's no question there. And I don't question the Lakers' talent. It's who's in charge. And I absolutely.
There's a lot of disorganization.
And LeBron as a leader. Wait. As a player, he is the leader, as he should be. But this isn't the Eastern Conference, baby. He got to see.
I understand your analysis. I disagree.
Okay. I kind of listen to the whole thing. I kind of get where he's coming from.
I get it. But come on.
But still.
Come on, man.
He broke it. He knew what the hell I be doing. He broke it down too technical. Who's leading? Well, you got to see what exactly are you leading.
If
and where are you leading?
And B will C.
And if I got to solve for X, I ain't going to get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Hollins is stupid, man.
You got on that horse. You got to ride it.
Yes. And so, for him being perpetually stupid every time he opens his mouth.
Wait, can I say that word? Oops.
Yeah, you can't say it.
My bad. Oh, hell. Come on, wrap it up. they looking.
All I got to say is for that, Ryan Hollins, you're my idiot of the week. Who you got, man?
My idiot of the week is the production team on Tuesday nights for WWE. Matter of fact, WWE as a whole. Let me tell you what happened. So, Daniel Bryan and what's his face, Rowan, lost the championships to the New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods. Then they had this WWE exclusive where someone interviewed Daniel Bryan. He was like, I know what I have to do. Whoop, wop, whoop, all that stuff, all that gibberish talking. And then they announced on Tuesday on social media, and then during the show, that Daniel Bryan would have a career-altering announcement.
What was that?
From 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, that announcement never came.
Oh!
Never came.
But do you see why, though?
I feel like they only spoke about it once.
No, there's a segment that you missed towards the beginning of SmackDown. He was actually going to say it, but I think Kevin Owens or someone came out and did something and was talking stuff to Daniel Bryan, and that interfered with him making his announcement. So he said he going to save it and wait until a different week. So he had a plan on having this career-altering thing.
That's what the WWE does. They give you all of these false promises, and when you watch the show, they ain't give you nothing.
Yeah. So, yeah, he had a plan on doing that, but it was someone interfered.
I still give the idiot of the week to him.
Yeah.
Because y'all shouldn't have
hyped it up like that.
Y'all shouldn't have hyped it up that hard. I'm thinking he's finna retire for good this time. I'm like, oh, Lord.
And that could have been their plan, was to hype it up to get everybody going. Then they'll do a cliffhanger and say, "No, wait till the following week."
That's what they do all the time. That's what turns people off to the show. That's what turns them off.
I don't care.
My idiot of the week.
Don't give a damn.
This man probably has seen more trips to AA meetings than anybody else in the world.
Oh boy.
And that's Jeff Hardy.
Dang.
The other day, he was found unconscious due to drinking, intoxication again.
Oh, man.
So, and mind you, he's already taking a break from wrestling because of an injury, but now
he drinks to make the pain go away. His shoulder still hurt.
Yeah, now you do this. Like I said, they say they found him unconscious.
Well, he has a legit problem, man.
Yeah, so just, you were given an opportunity to come back to WWE. You made this big old pop with your brother Matt Hardy a couple years ago at WrestleMania.
The injury.
And then you just continue to put yourself back down this spiral.
I mean, he kept getting injured.
And it's not like he's a young guy anymore, so having these chances are rare.
I mean, how many more chances do you need? So
I mean, I feel like injuries and time off are the worst things that can happen to him, especially since he has a history of this.
Injuries and time off alone is the worst thing. Now you throw that in?
Yeah.
No, I was saying because with injuries comes the time off, and with the time off, that you don't have to abide for these.
It's like a lot of free time, and so
it's a free time to do whatever
you
want
say
to do.
The idle mind is the devil workshop. So
basically saying he can't be trusted if he's not within the system.
They need to keep him on the road.
Yeah, it said that he was found passed out in a stairwell before public intoxication arrest.
That's more sad than anything. It's more sad than anything because he got a problem.
So, with Ryan Hollins, with
WWE,
and Jeff Hardy added on to WWE, y'all are the idiots of the week.
Congratulations, you played yourselves.
Get y'all heads out the bottles, and yes,
stop. Especially you, Jeff Hardy. Get some help.
Y'all some new fools.
You damn dumbass.
Lastly, what if?
I got a what if this week. I was thinking about this. Barry Sanders' birthday just passed a couple days ago.
That's my dude right there.
One of the greatest running backs of all time. He ended his career early. He ended his career in 1998, just like 1,000 yards or so short of the all-time career rushing record.
On top of his game.
Here's my what if. It's twofold. What if Barry Sanders played at least 5 more years? Because he played 10 years when he retired. What if he played 5 more years? One, which is a no-brainer, would he break the NFL all-time career record?
Yes.
And 2, would whatever he did.
No. Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith is outstanding too, but Barry Sanders was special. That brother was special. And I think we had this conversation about if we had an NFL team, who would we have? Remember?
I remember.
I chose Barry Sanders because you couldn't tackle what you couldn't touch.
Yeah. He was the greatest pure runner of all time.
Elusive. I mean,
very instinctive.
Dude knew your move before you even knew it.
And that's what I say. I say that too, Smooth. I say he would have broken the record, obliterated the record, and nobody would have got close. Not even Emmitt Smith. With his offensive line.
But you know what the problem would have been? He still would have never gotten a playoff victory.
Nope, because he would have been with the Lions. That would have been sad, but, you know. Yeah. But nobody would, to this day, nobody, I got to get that one too.
Yeah.
Nobody would be close to Barry Sanders' record if he played 5 more years.
Man.
What do you say, Stanton?
I feel like it would have been too much of a risk. 10 years under his belt to play an extra 5 years to be at 15.
15-year career.
15-year career. Injury could happen. Anything could happen. I'd say I'll just... What's he like? Number 2 on the list now?
He's 3. Because he missed... Because he's under Walter Payton. He missed Walter Payton.
Oh, yeah. And then
Emmitt Smith.
How I forget about Walter Payton. Yeah. It wouldn't have been worth it.
So he was 99 minus... So he was 35 years old when he retired? Is that correct?
No. He retired in 1998. He came in the league in 1988.
He was born in 68.
Yeah. So he's about 20 years old.
Wow. That's crazy.
Right out of college, yep.
So he retired at 30.
Yeah.
30.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, retired at 30.
He
retired too soon. But you know what? I can't get into I can't say it's too soon. It's only he knows.
I mean, but dude,
only he knows.
To this day, like you said earlier, right now, from what they saying here, is that he ranks 3rd in rushing yards.
Yes.
Right now. And he's been gone for how long?
21 years.
That's amazing.
He better go to the gym.
But you know, it goes back to what we were saying about the running games.
He better go to the gym and then
the running game ain't even close. So imagine that, man. Just look at this clip. We're watching this clips, man. This is crazy as heck, man.
Dude never was tackled. Like, you know how you had like a Ray Lewis type hit, on you, whatever.
He never had that.
He
really.
never endured that. He knew
maybe
how to.
One time if you search for it.
I don't even think it.
If you search for it, he probably had one.
Probably in high school.
He made people look stupid. I remember the play where he made the dude from the Patriots turn around 2 times. Like,
what's crazy is looking at this video, it ain't really. Well, I guess that was
they haven't got
back then.
Yeah, see, he had 47.
I'm guessing that was fast back then.
Look at John Lynch.
They hawked him down, but
because I don't even. Yeah, that was fast back then.
Man. Yeah, back then, because they wasn't as athletic back then.
Yeah, so I'm looking at that. This ain't even fast. Well, this is
a different time, you know.
Look at that.
You see them.
You can't teach that.
Look at that.
You can't teach it. You can't teach it.
But they had some whack quarterbacks. I know that.
Oh God, Mitchell. He was the wackest quarterback.
There you go, right there, Scott Mitchell.
Scott Mitchell was whack, man. Ooh, look at that. That's only number 43. Like
twinkle toes.
Oh,
just amazing. Just seeing this talent.
It's crazy, man. Wait till you get to the wait. Zoom. Go. Fast forward.
Zoom.
You know what I mean? Go for it.
If that wasn't the most.
All right, top 10.
Yeah, go to the top 10.
Past the.
Yeah, go to the top 10. Now you really gonna see him.
Look at that.
Now you really gonna see it.
This is
He had more agility. Well, he had speed back then, I guess. He had agility.
I want to see him make old dude look stupid.
Look at that.
Bye. It's a shame that people can't see it, man.
Okay, you want to know how that wasn't really speed? How the hell the out of shape ref keeping up with you?
Look at that.
Bye bye.
That ain't speed.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. That ain't speed.
I guess for back then. I'm sorry. Yeah,
John Lynch.
John Lynch gets shook.
The speed I see now, it's like.
He like, where'd he go?
Look at that.
Where'd he go?
Yo, that was a nice little shaking back right there.
The dude had powerful legs too, man.
Yeah. He was very shifty, man.
And you know what? That play now would have been called a touchback.
Yeah.
Ain't that
The
something?
way he dropped the ball right there. He gone.
But he been dogging the Buccaneers.
He gone. Right. We was over at 40-something. Now he has 6 or something. He's still on the list.
Look at that.
Going back. That man hurt. You see that man flat on his back? That man was like, oh my Lord.
He was like, what?
Oh, whack ass Scott Mitchell again. Oh man, look at
Now you know nowadays they hit.
And guess who? What team?
Buccaneers.
The Bucks.
Hey, but they up. But they was finna beat them. Look at that.
Oh man.
The Bucks probably did win that game.
Yeah.
Oh no! Look at that!
Oh, look how he just broke out of the tackle.
The boy strong.
He's strong.
Strong legs.
He got
man.
scrimp. He got scrimp.
Look at that. I got you.
No, you don't.
Let me go.
And that's at Chicago against them Bears back in the day too.
Yeah, you had Urlacher back then, man.
In the Dicker days.
No.
I was past the Dicker days.
Yeah.
He was over there.
Patriots.
Bye-bye. There it is. You see how he turned him around?
And still stayed in.
Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Which way did he go?
Where'd he go?
Play number 1.
Watch my man go.
Look at all these guys.
Can you see 75?
That was Ken Norton.
That was 75. Yeah, Ken Norton's on that too. Yeah. Watch this.
1, 2,
Watch 75.
3, 4.
Watch 75. Look behind like, huh? Where'd he go? Huh?
Yep, Ken Norton.
Ken Norton like, oh.
Yeah, so guys, sorry, but we have to.
We gotta get these videos. We gotta get the video up, man.
I know.
Dang.
We have to enjoy
all right.
those
How about
days.
this? Here's my what if. What if you put Barry Sanders during this time
versus
with that speed against Chris Johnson?
Well, Chris Johnson would dust him in a foot race, yeah.
But if Chris Johnson got hit, he'd fall down.
Yeah, Chris Johnson is done. And when you get a hand on him,
you gotta catch him. CJ2K. 2,000 rushing yards.
He was fast, but he wasn't a good running back. He had the 2,000-yard season.
He was fast, but he wasn't a good running back.
He wasn't a good running back.
That's what a running back to do besides be fast.
You got to do more than that.
Look, if you fast, no, you don't. Just like
he had a 2,000-yard season,
Hill,
and that was it.
Is a wide receiver. He go fast. That's all.
What's his name? CJ2K. He only did that one time in his career.
Yeah,
that's his claim to fame.
Afterwards, he got rid with it.
That was his one-hit wonder.
The whole thing is
that's his one-hit wonder.
Chris Johnson is the Derrick Rose of the NFL.
Ooh.
Think about it.
But no.
Think about it. That big season, and
Derrick
then
Rose had an MVP. He was Rookie of the Year, so he had a few accolades to his name. Chris Johnson just had one season.
I just want to highlight how you said accolade.
Right.
Accolades. That was accolades.
He put the actual word in the air quotes. No, you're supposed to put the other word in there.
The accolades.
Accolades.
Accolades. Okay. There you go.
The accolades.
All right. My what if is, what if Sam Bradford was not injury prone during his time with the Rams?
I think he would have been a decent quarterback. I really do. What he did at Oklahoma, he was a little bit ahead of his time because they had the spread offense as well.
Did he tear his ACL at Oklahoma too?
Yeah, he did. He tore his ACL. If he stayed healthy his whole career, he would have been a decent quarterback.
I think about
He
year
would have
two.
been.
I think about
I really
year
believe
two
that.
after the first year when they went and played Seattle to go to the playoffs and they lost. But year two, the hype was real. Like they were like, here come the Rams, here comes Sam Bradford, and then that that first playoff game preseason against the Browns, he made one play, went to the sideline, ACL.
That was it.
That was it. And then
That was the end of the hype.
And then here comes the legend of what was his name? Austin. What was his name? Austin.
Mark Bojan?
No. Austin.
Austin.
Oh God, what was his name?
Yeah.
He basically took over for Bradford.
Yeah,
the whole
Austin,
year.
yeah.
I gotta think of his name real quick.
Yeah. I tell you his name is.
Golly, Austin something. But yeah, if Bradford would have stayed healthy,
No.
I tell you what, he's the greatest contract finesser of all time. He's a bust, but somehow he found ways to make money.
I'm saying
People were signing him to big contracts.
even if he
Austin.
stayed healthy, I still say no because
Put Austin Graham quarterback.
Austin Davis.
Austin Davis.
that was his name.
That's it.
I still say no because at the time the team was still messed up.
Fully healthy.
The team was still messed up.
Well, yeah. I think he would have been decent though. Stronger knees,
It still would have been messed up. The coaching was trash.
This the game right here. August 23rd, 2014, after he returned his ACL.
Golly. He just couldn't get he had a bad break, man.
Yeah, 2013. That was his good season.
Right.
So that season, because when he planted and tore that ACL,
That was
he got
his
tripped
rookie
up
year.
and then it hyperextended and it tore his ACL in a hyperextension.
2013 was his rookie year.
He was there way before that.
I think so.
He was there for a minute.
I think he was 2010.
He was there because he was there before the Nike uniform.
Am I mistaken? I thought it was 2010.
Yeah. It was
2011,
like
2010.
2010. Oh, well, let's look up Sam
Let's
Bradford.
look it up.
Just type
Got the
in Sam
internet.
Bradford.
Got them internets. Playing career.
Hold on, there it is up there. Scroll up. Oh no, those are stats. Never mind.
Playing career. Click on those Wikipedia. The audience is like, what are y'all doing?
Okay, here we go. He was drafted in 2010.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
So, yeah,
Because
so 3 years
he was
in.
there for a minute.
Yeah.
It was his third year. Everything was going good. It was like, okay, here we go. And tripped up from behind ACL.
And no, you thought you had a friend.
And damn.
Well, not my because here
His whole career was
in
just
college. Here we go.
that was it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it still wouldn't have been the same if you ask me.
Yeah. That's fair.
All right.
They did were terrible.
Well,
We're terrible.
that was our show. We extended ourselves past
Again.
2 hours, but that's what happens when you talking about sports, man. So football's on the way. So can't you wait? College football and the pros. So there we go. Make sure y'all check us out.
This baseball
next
season is a
Wednesday.
wash. This baseball season wash, man. I predict it right now, man. It's a wash. It's for the Cardinals. It's over.
What's today's date?
July
The 17th.
July 17th.
All right, we're gonna check back with you in October.
Go on here, check back.
October, damn.
That's postseason.
Yeah.
Everything.
Baseball postseason.
It's a wash, man. I don't see the Cardinals making any moves, one, and any splashes on the field, too.
Okay, so we're gonna find out, man. But with that being said, this is your Wednesday Night Sports Light, the platform sports talk show. I am your boy Smooth,
And Sadal.
And I'm standing, baby.
when it's about sports.
It becomes our business.
And business just picked up.
Stay smooth, my friends.
Power up on them.
We'll see you Wednesday.